All right. Hey, welcome everyone to a surprise Thursday night spitballing. If you're looking for blabbing, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to blab with Phil and I for a little bit before we get back up, which is en route. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? There's some pretty cool cards tonight, Phil. A lot of big cards ending.
Oh yeah, I got my. Do they have Teddy's peanut butter over by you in California?
What was it called?
Teddy's peanut butter.
Oh,
So it's a Teddy's peanut butter inspired beer. That's like local. So peanut butter, I think they do distribute to some of the East Coast. I don't know if it goes all the way down to Florida, but haven't tried this.
All right. I look forward to hearing a live review, a live first reaction, as it were.
It's fine. Yeah. We're spoiled over here with Trios. It's one of the top micro brews in New England. Some people call it number one, number two. Ooh. What's going on, guys? Chasing majors.
My
80 in the chat already.
Still tastes the same, Phil.
And
it's not great.
I mean, smarter from a calorie perspective, but
possibly, yeah. We are theoretically on a cut right now, but don't tell my app.
What do you cycle in and out? We don't need to go into that, but we can.
It's a separate video. Yeah, J.E. Seth, I did a search. I did not find any Ryan Klesko cards in this Premier Auction either. The modern baseball was somewhat limited to, well, it's got to be high end. I'm not sure Klesko has a card that qualifies. I think the Premier is a $10,000 minimum. I don't know if Ryan Klesko has a $10,000 card, but I would, if he does, please let me know. I'd be very curious. Unless maybe he's in the background of a Chipper Jones card.
All right. I would call tonight a big test for the Otani market, and I think Otani's doing pretty well right now. So it's been a few weeks since the playoffs ended. It's, November, usual cold period for modern baseball. And there's a flood of Otani stuff in auction right now, and it's holding up pretty well. So I'd say this is bullish for Otani holders. We don't see ending prices yet, and some of the stuff, has quite a bit to go, but Blue Bowman Chrome Auto already at, was it 120 before buyer's premium?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull that one up. That is exactly what it is. That's a really nice looking copy too.
In seemingly 3 straight auctions, we have a BGS 9.5 red ink rookie of Otani.
That's right.
From the same product, Heritage, not Heritage high number, and that one's doing pretty well so far, 38K. We've got Bowman Chrome Gold non-auto and a PSA 10. We'll see how that one does.
Yeah, that one seems to that was in the last premiere too. I want to say it ended right at 60.
Yeah,
but I think that was before buyer's premium. So yeah, we'll see. I'm very curious to see where that goes. And this might be the card. I'm kind of, I don't know. We don't know where this is going to go. But that you could make an argument, Phil. This is Yamamoto's second best card in existence, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's a great auto too.
Yeah, that's got some room to run.
All right, hold on. I just want to take a minute because we are getting some answers on my Ryan Klesko question, which I think needs J.E. Urseth says he lost a Ryan Klesko card at $500. That's got to be near the top, right? But Shelly the Turtle chimes in with the biggest Klesko sale was, last June. $1,100, a PMG and a PSA 6. Man. Well, J.E. Urseth, see if you can track down that or one of the other 49. There is a lot of Ryan Klesko in the chat here.
Somebody says the crash of NVIDIA will kill this foolishness. Unfortunately, it's only down 1% over the last 5 days. So it's down. Is it down after hours? No, it's up a little bit. So, I mean, down if you bought it like two days ago, but who knows with that stock. It's got a lot more room to go down or up.
That's what I love having you. I love doing these with you, Phil, because I feel like you're like the stuff you know about is so different than the stuff that I know about. Mm-hmm. Like if I saw that comment, I just probably ignore it because I don't know.
Yeah, you're about to. What's NVDA? What's that?
Yeah. Is that going to help my manhood in some way? If not, I'll just move on. But yeah, so I'm glad you're here.
It's not up, which is the indicator. Yeah. Palantir is probably down more. We can move on. Chris doesn't know about that.
I mean, feel free if other people are interested. Feel free to chat about it. Seven Costanza though is exactly right. I am a simple man. I can hear the Leonard Skinner song in the back of my head going as we, but that's all right. Okay.
So this card here, this red Bowman Chrome Auto rookie, Adam Gray talked about this, and he said, this isn't in my wheelhouse, so I could be way off on this, but based on the appreciation of a recent yellow that went maybe beginning of season and a yellow that went recently, same grade, I guess, is how he was able to do it. So based off it went up like 3.8x or something, and based on that, then the red implied value should be between, I think he said between 30 to 40,000. Reds are hard because it all depends on who's bidding. You just need two guys. Reds are kind of like supers with regard to you throw away the multiplier charts. It just all depends on how much somebody wants one. So it could go for 23 after buyer's premium. It could go for 50 after buyer's premium.
Yeah. I'd say with reds are much like supers, like you just said. It just comes down to how bad do you want it, because there's only 4 others out there, and there's no guarantee you'll ever see one of them. Right. So that'll be very interesting to watch. I'm going to throw this card back up here because I just want to talk about it again. As an SSP fan, Phil, this card is like it couldn't be more in my wheelhouse. It's like the non-auto is printed I think it's about 440, so it's not that much more than a 2018 update like SSP. Pretty similar. It's out of Bowman Chrome, which is awesome. We get 25 of these autos plus a super. I had a chance to buy one at $30K like 2 years ago, and I didn't have $30,000 at the time. And I discussed it with my wife, and she was just like, it's too much. It's too risky. And she was right. Yeah. But man, looking back, I really wish I bought one. And then I wish I bought it, I wish I would then have the courage to sell it now. But I don't know. I really can't say that I for sure would have. But this card is awesome. Would you actually, great question for you, Phil. Would you like this card numbered out of 25 or the orange hitting auto out of 25?
I'm a simple guy. I go with the orange. This card just jumped 10K, by the way.
Oh, yes,
you must have talked it up or something.
Or that was me bidding quietly maybe M. Parsons was bidding for me. Probably not.
What's going on? Orlando.
Pesky 1976. She was not right, unfortunately. Well, no, she was right, but it was too risky, but the risk would have paid off. But yeah, this is awesome. For me, Phil, I'm taking this over the orange just because I think this is more different. But I think I get what you're saying. I think the orange would be a lot easier to move down the line. This one will require a little bit of explanation. But oh man, it just looks awesome. Chasing majors. I hope my wife has something better to watch than this live stream, but we'll see. If I start getting aggressively mocked in the comments, actually, if either of us gets aggressively mocked in the comments, we'll assume she's there. It's a weird thing to say, Holmes. You're right. I mean, to hear me say that and then watch Phil and I talk about cards that are going to cost 10 times that amount, most likely. Should we look at the kanjis for a minute? I think it's pretty interesting that two are in this auction. Let me grab one. Where are we going? Where are we going? Not that. This. Here we go. All right. Well, obviously, we'll start with the big boy first. Oh man. Say what you want about Otani. The guy can wear a suit, Phil.
Hey, he's got the right build for it.
He does.
How many of these exist? Do you know?
This is I don't know my upper deck numbers and figures.
So this is a pop 105 that includes the auto 10, but that might include non-kanjis too. Maybe because it's not on the label.
Yeah, it's not on the label. So yes, I would assume that PSA does not distinguish the signature. Pesky 1976. I believe he's asking if I would trade the blue auto for that, the carrying bag auto. Yes, absolutely. Anyway,
I think somebody was saying it might have been Adam Gray earlier this week Instagram story about how Otani has something like 15 or 16 cards that have gone for at least 100K in 2025.
Wow.
Might have been the mark, and close to half of them were Kanji autos.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not a big unlicensed guy, as Phil, as you well know, but
Right.
goddamn, this card is pretty exciting, I have to say. And that's a really good auto. There's I don't see any streaks. I don't see anything kind of shady in that auto at all.
That's a hobby box you might still be able to afford.
Go on.
2018 Goodwin Champions. It's obviously a mix of all sports.
Oh man. And my odds are good at pulling one of these, right?
Oh yeah, really good.
All right. Well, listen, if you're out there, you're watching, if 120K plus feels like it's a little too rich for your blood, don't worry.
And that one might actually be 2019 Goodwin Champions.
It is this is actually pretty interesting.
I don't know which product it comes from. I know there's some autos that come out of 2018 though.
Yeah, so it's listed as 2019, and the PSA slab definitely said 2019, but the Beckett slab, that auto is also really nice. The Beckett slab, okay, it says 2018 Goodwin Champions, but also says inserted into 19 Goodwin.
Sounds right.
Some questionable phrasing right there for sure. That's on my computer. Man, what are the odds 2 of these would show up in one auction? All right, Phil, as someone who watches more like high dollar auctions than I do, generally speaking, do you think these two cards being in here are going to hurt each other, or are they going to help each other? Because people will definitely look at this as the fallback if they don't win the PSA 1010. So might this 9.5 get more bids than it normally would because people are going to lose the other one?
I don't know. It all depends on how much money there is on Otani tonight. Show me the other way.
Hold on.
I think this hurts both of them, but that's just my opinion. Who knows? There could be a few whales that go for both of them.
Yeah, I can see it either way. I can see people being like, well, if I don't, there's 2, it might divide the bidders, but I don't know. You got to figure that PSA, the 1010. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? This is so out of our realm. If those were 2 Freddie Freeman SSBs, I would just try to buy both.
Are people looking at, or is it just me? Are people looking at like Bitcoin diving and thinking about selling their Otanis to buy 1 to 2 Bitcoins? I know you're not thinking about that, Chris.
I am not personally.
The chat. This is for the chat.
Yeah. So this orange is interesting. Last Sunday, as Phil and I were winding down our auction hangout, we were watching a green PSA 10, and that one finished at exactly 50K, including buyer's premium. So this one has, correctly so, blown by that. So if a green is 50, what's your multiplier estimate for an orange, Phil? Same grade, same set, same card.
Green to orange. The highest would be like a ×3, in my opinion.
Ooh, that would be.
And if that's the case, it's got a long way to go, but it also could be like a ×2. Topps Chrome autos are strange. You don't really get the same multipliers as you would on a Bowman. From like blue to gold with Bowman, it could be like 2.5 times. With Topps, I assume it would be a little compressed. And then you can't go off the base. So you can't do like, this should be like 13 times base. Well, Otani's base auto wasn't mass produced. I think there are fewer than 100 PSA 10s. Maybe they printed 500 of those versus other players like Nicky Delmonico, who I pulled in a blaster. Maybe they printed 2,500 to 3,500 of that guy. Maybe more. So
absolutely. Yeah, there's a ton of Devers base autos. Like I would say for every one of Otani, there's at least 2 of Devers out of this product. And Otani has no refractors either. So there's just less. But then they also screwed up the reds, right? There's like reds numbered to 25 instead of 5, I think, out of Topps Chrome.
Yeah, they've got both. They have a number to 25 and a number to 5 red. People are talking about that product today. I completely dropped the ball on that. Our Discord's good for that. We got the announcement, our Patreon Discord, and I didn't see it. And the one guy that gave us the announcement was the guy that got a couple boxes of it. And then immediately he was like, you live and you learn, you win some, you lose some. I have a feeling this doesn't have much upside. And then all this stuff comes out on socials afterwards about like what's in it. Like the dual 3X MVP, Mickey Mantle, Aaron Judge card. Obviously, it's not on card signed by Mickey Mantle. It's a cut auto. But pretty sweet looking card. And then you probably saw some of the other stuff that's gonna be in that product.
Yeah, I mean, I love the 3 MVP duels. Like, we had a friend of the show, Ju Kim pulled, got a couple boxes of that last year, so he pulled the Otani Schmidt, like, duel. I think it was numbered out of 5 or numbered out of 10. It just looks awesome, and you don't get big names like that on duels very often. So the product was expensive, and I certainly understand when that 4K hits your credit card. Maybe it's a little bit of buyer's remorse for our buddy in the chat there, but he's going to be very happy, I think, once he gets those boxes. I bet even if he doesn't open, he's not going to get his money back.
A lot of people probably saw the what happened with the 50-50 Otani boxes. Those were $150 a box on sale, I think, and they went up to like $300 right away. And now I'm guessing, like, I don't know, who knows, but those products, like if you didn't get one of the products with like the heavier packs that had the refractors in them, the autos in them, then you got like smoked. In the card, the quality control, or just like the quality of the card stock on the base cards is like really cheap. I think they cut costs at the last second because the product packaging was actually really nice. It's just the cards within were crap. So it was like, and at the time when they're selling it, they didn't have the product created yet. I think, what was it, like a couple months later after Christmas when they started to ship those out. And I think people remember the price point of that being like, well, secondary market, these are sitting at like $350 for a while. So maybe this is a similar product. 2000 seems kind of rich. Now there's a lot more pressure on Fanatics to deliver, though. Like, this product better be good. Like, there better be a decent floor on this product, or else there's going to be a lot of people that actually open this. I would resell it, but.
Yeah, but I mean, if you open that, you just get like 5 base cards or whatever the number is in there. That's going to blow up in their face pretty fast if there isn't something decent in there. In most boxes, at least. Is there an auto per box? I didn't even look at the specs. Are you guaranteed anything?
Somebody in the chat, let us know. Okay, some sales on eBay already for about $5K.
I mean, yeah, that's a huge jump. But yeah, I think just the way that I don't know if it's a mock-up or if that's the actual card, but the that Aaron Judge Mickey Mantle that you mentioned, like, I know it's like it's still a cutout Mickey Mantle auto, but that's what that's the world we're in. People don't live forever, unfortunately. There's a hit in every box. Okay. Yeah.
One case cards. Yeah.
Oof. Damn. All right. Well, maybe I should have gotten one of those too.
Man, what does the future have in store for licensed basketball and football? Like, we saw them sell Mercury at $8,000 a box. Unlicensed basketball featuring Wemby, like a Wemby-oriented product. Imagine the possibilities. Because whatever they sell, I wouldn't say all of it gets eaten up, but if it's got like the right chase in it, nothing else matters, it seems.
Excellent Metallica quote right there, Phil.
Yeah, good song. Good song. I was actually trying to explain that to my daughter today. There's a Metallica song playing, like Turn the Page or something.
Yeah.
Like, is this rock music? I don't like it then. It's like, no. And I was trying to like give her more information. It's Metallica, it's pretty good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to educate your daughter on rock and roll. I think that's very important. That's a great Metallica song. That's a really good cover. I think Bob Seger, did the original. I think I have that right. Hold on. Yeah, there's some questions some comments in the chat. This guy and Shay Schultz also saying it's 1 in every 16 boxes are an auto. Man, that is a risky rip, Phil, at $2,000.
Yes, it is. So Topps Chrome basketball, a lot of people are talking about. I did not expect $250 for a hobby box. I know a lot of people did, like, oh, maybe a jumbo will be $500. It's like, why do you expect them to give you a good deal? I don't know. Like, they don't need to price it that low. It sucks. It does if you're a collector. Yeah. And I think what's most egregious is maybe the retail prices. But for hobby boxes, Prism, I think, what is that? 3 guaranteed autos?
For a jumbo?
2?
Yeah.
2? Is it 2? No, just like a Prism like basketball
okay.
hobby box. But those are stickers. So
no guaranteed autographs then.
exactly. So like a regular Topps Chrome hobby box might actually be comparable to a Prism hobby box. I don't know what those go for now, but football, to get one of those newer releases under 1,000, it's hard to find. Okay, 3 autos in Prism. All right. That's not the main chase. You know, they've got the gold prisms and stuff and other stuff that I don't even know about, but inserts and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of people were really looking forward to Topps Chrome. It's not like this is an unestablished brand. This is not like the Rick Probstein snipe platform that nobody knows about. This is like something that everybody wanted for a long time. There are some Panini loyalists, sure, but like this is not an acquired taste, Topps Chrome. It was going to have demand. Basketball was going to have demand, licensed basketball. 250 when like that's what like this year's baseball product was selling at for like a week after release before it crashed with a bad checklist. 250 is just like I would have thought like 500 over 250 as a starting price, and I think now they're pretty close to that. The regular hobby boxes on the secondary market. We'll see like how many they actually sold versus how many they're holding back till release day. We don't actually know what the real supply is. I haven't looked at the checklist. I don't know if there is a checklist. I don't know if there's pack odds yet. Chasing majors, maybe you know, but I don't know how much it matters. Like as someone who I bought 2 boxes to speculate on it, like I don't know. Obviously, they could overprint it and kill it, but do you think they want to do that with their first release?
I mean, I think they're gonna push the limit to where like maximum sales possible. They're gonna push that, find that line where that's hope they're gonna shoot for just before overkill, right? They're not gonna want to miss that by a lot. They're gonna want to miss that by a little if they can avoid it. But I mean, I don't know who is out there spending $1,200 now on the secondary market for a Topps Chrome jumbo box of NBA. That just feels insane. I mean, what are your like? How are you going to get any ROI on that?
Yeah, it's an anticipated product. It's like
I get it. Yeah,
some of these products just have so much demand.
It's true. By the time
like the lowly market of baseball can support $900 Topps Chrome Sapphire boxes or Bowman Sapphire boxes. They don't print as many anymore, but it's baseball and it's one guaranteed auto. Yeah, breakers will get the ROI.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're probably right. Meeks International says his hobby wish list or hobby wish for his 2025 Heritage Retail Purple Otani Parallel sells for $15 and he treats himself to an Arby's chicken bacon Swiss meal. I mean, Meeks, I hope you have enough money left over to get something for your dog. Although, please don't feed your dog what you get at Arby's. That feels like that might be a little cannibalistic. I don't know. But maybe a pup cup from Starbucks on your way home if you have anything left over for that dog.
Yeah. So Update Sapphire is usually a product that they sneak out without giving much notice. I don't know if they did that last year, but the years before that, it just kind of came out one day. I think they'll probably do a better job of publicizing it this time. I don't think there's a release date of that product, though. Could be wrong. Yeah, so Cosmic still has no checklist. This is risky. So I bought from somebody in our Discord 7 boxes of Cosmic. I paid about $100 over MSRP per box. That's risky because we've seen them jack up the print runs year over year on that and be really aggressive doing so. We also see what last year's is selling at now, which is kind of ridiculous. It's like an $800 product, which is more expensive than 2022. And those don't really come around that often, but I think Topps will come out. I'm thinking even with like a lackluster year rookie wise, I think on release day, it'll be quite a bit more than the $330 price that they had it at pre-release. I was just preoccupied. I wasn't able to get any.
I'm excited, Phil. That's the biggest sale since we launched our Discord, the biggest like sale in the Discord. So I was very excited to hear that was consummated. Might not be the best word, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't disagree, Mad City Brew. Chasing Major says, looking at his sales data, the average secondary price for an NBA Chrome is over $1,000 with lots of sales.
Okay, so it's jumbos.
I'm assuming I'm hoping that's jumbos.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be.
Got it.
Yeah, so Heritage went on sale. It surprised me. It was at, I think, $90.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I'm like, I would pay probably, I'd rather, if it's within $15 of update, meaning like updates $10 to $15 more, I would rather buy the update. But I also recently bought some update at like $115. So when I saw the $90 price point for Heritage, I was expecting closer to $120. I thought $130 was possible. I thought $110 to $120 was fair. And the price was $90. Now we don't know how many of those they printed. So that's a little worrisome with me. That's one where I think they're still trying to figure out what their strategy is for Heritage, because it doesn't like sell terribly well usually. They've messed around with the configurations. They've messed around with the print runs in recent years. Heritage High tends to be the one I'd go after over regular Heritage. And regular Heritage was like I feel like it was like 120, 130 a week after release. And I'm sure it hasn't gone above that. I'm sure it's a little bit less than that now, but
definitely should be. Yeah, Shelly the Turtle, I think you're probably right. I may have I hope Meeks is a strong sale so he can afford both of those things. Jonathan Gordon, I'm not really familiar with the NBA market, but man, if we're seeing Topps Chrome jumbos at over $1,000 in the secondary market, Phil, what could we possibly expect from Dynasty if and when we get it?
yeah, so it was like Scott and the rest of us, we talked about Dynasty and whether that would be like pushed as the highest end football and basketball brand. And this all assumed that Topps wouldn't buy the licenses or the IP for Flawless and National Treasures. And it's just like the path of least resistance, right? You have this brand that's so well regarded. Growingly in baseball, a lot of people are just traditionalist Bowman Chrome Auto people. And, I'm kind of still one of them, I guess. But like soccer and F1, the success has been massive. So why not just like lead them to the easiest path, I guess, and just like, yeah, it's Dynasty, guys. This is the one we're going to hype up. We're going to put some marketing dollars behind this. They'll create other high-end products too, because they know the demand's there for that. Yeah, LeBron, that's going to be nuts. Hopefully, like to your point, with like not being happy with the imagery from 2024 baseball, maybe they fix that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty easy fix, but you just never know. Mango Bango, I'm sorry to hear this. You're not wrong. But yeah, maybe there's a last pack mojo type scenario for you. Yeah, Destin for Cadence is just asking about Formula One as well. So they were patches actually race worn. So they were just doing the same thing, like not from any specific event or
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Race.
Yeah, I mean, so there was for those of you guys that are members of the Sports Cards Nonsense Facebook group, I'm sure at least half of you guys are. It's got like 100,000 members. So unless like a lot of those people are bots, some of you guys must be in that. There was a survey somebody pushed out, and it was like, is Fanatics bad for the hobby? And it was a few hours after the pre-release of Topps Chrome Basketball. And when I looked at the survey, I took a screenshot of it because it was 91% of people were saying, yes, Fanatics is bad. Recency bias. But there are some things they're doing good. They have improved the insert landscape for baseball. They have cut some products. They've also created a monopoly, killed distribution, hurt hobby shops. And I think the effects on hobby shops are just at the beginning stages. But I mean, there's certainly a lot of good. I think you have to see the good or the bad. This is supposed to be an escape. Like,
right.
It sucks there's one company. It's even worse in the grading landscape. Well, I don't know. Actually, maybe not anymore. There's literally no competition. People talk about like CGC gaining market share when it's really just like they're like a repackers grading company and TCG. Like they're not. The numbers aren't really giving the full story. But yeah. This is where we're at, guys. Take it or leave it, I guess.
Yeah. I got a question for you, Phil. I want to know what your thoughts on this card. So this is the 2018 Bowman Sterling. They call it the Bowman Continuity. So this was actually, these were inserts in Bowman Chrome. And it is one of two sets that give us a shot of Otani pitching and hitting on the same card. I believe Gold Label was the other. I think these cards are pretty sweet. And this is another card I talked myself out of a few chances to pick up an atomic of this and then just like an auto of this before. But I think this card is pretty sweet. And it certainly should sell under the Bowman Chrome hitting image. So this might be kind of a sneaky play for Otani collectors.
Yep. I actually didn't even know that much about the significance of this card till about 3 or 4 months ago when I saw a lot of people react to like somebody showing a raw version of the refractor version or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Stadium Club Chrome has this is a great question. I wonder. I don't know if they want that kind of hassle in terms of Fanatics buying up hobby shops. And I'm not familiar with the bike world at all. I don't know if Phil is a big biker, cyclist, I should say.
Yeah, so there's rumors that they're part owner of the Card Vault, and that's expanding pretty rapidly. I think they have like, I don't know, 5, 6 stores now. They were just in New England for like the first few years of their operation. Just in the news because something happened with the New York location. Somebody left without like charging their card, so technically like walked away and stole $10,000 of the cards. It was like the credit card machine didn't work or something. But I could see them doing more of that, like partnering with shops, buying shops, rebranding them. Card Vault expanding. Maybe Card Vault ends up in every major sports stadium in the U.S. I think they already have a shop in Europe. Maybe actually they don't. I don't think they do.
No, there's a Fanatics shop in London.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
Yeah, right in the middle of, I want to say it's in like the middle of Piccadilly Circus, which is like their Times Square. It's a pretty good location. I mean, it's a great excuse. If anyone in your family wants to go to London, to look at historical things, you just say yes, but know full well you're going to spend half a day in that Fanatics shop. I did want to point out while we have a Stadium Club Chrome comment on here, Jeff and I over on Blabbin are partnering with Stadium Club Chrome to, we're doing a thing called Blabs Giving. You can check that out on the Blabbin' About Slabbin' YouTube channel and on our Instagram. We're giving away a bunch of hobby boxes next Wednesday. Raffle tickets cost you $10, and all the money is going to St. Jude Children's Research. So please hop over there, consider donating, and who knows, you might win a hobby box or more.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. When does Fanatics buy PSA? Collectors is a pretty valuable commodity, I would think right now, Phil. It would take a lot for Fanatics to buy them, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So what do you guys think in the chat? What is Fanatics worth now? A few years ago, they were around like 20 billion, right?
Oof.
Like all of Fanatics, right? Now I could be wrong on valuations, but PSA or collectors when they did the buyout and they like went private, they were around like 1 or 1.5 billion. But now way more than that, and that was like a low valuation, I think. So PSA has like, Fanatics has someone on Fanatics is like a board member maybe of CGC. There's some ties there.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Because CGC does the authentication for raw cards for all their auctions. So there's definitely some sort of connection there. Yeah, I see a couple people saying, oh, I'm sorry, that the better play would be Fanatics buying Beckett and trying to rebrand and make that better. Because PSA is really ticking people off of late. The last couple of months, I have seen nothing but complaints about wait times and like, turnaround times, I should say. And a lot of ultra modern stuff getting absolutely slammed with grades. So there's definitely a window for another company to make some headway, but doesn't really seem like it's happening.
What do you think about this card here?
I like this card a lot. This is one of the ones I'm most interested to see how high it goes, where it runs to. We got a great hitting image out of Heritage, that giant 1960 or 1971 oversized rookie cup there is really exciting. I like this card a lot, Phil. I really do. I don't know where it goes. I valuing superfractors, like you said, with reds, it's almost impossible to use a multiplier, because if you want it, you have to. How many chances are you going to get?
Yeah.
But this card's awesome.
So the 18 Heritage base card, that is him holding a bat, right? Or is he just standing facing the camera?
He's just standing facing the camera.
No,
I don't think
no bat involved.
no bat.
Okay, so that one makes this one a little bit more meaningful. Just like I like the 2019 Topps Chrome image because he's batting unlike the base version in 2018.
Yeah.
And he got the cup too. Let's show some other stuff, man.
Okay, yeah. Let's definitely get into this a little bit more. Yeah, Chasing Majors. I like this card a lot. It is really, really cool. Definitely. I don't know. I would love to hear some guesses in the chat where we think this card could get to, and I don't know how you even think about comping it. I have no idea. I don't know if his second year Topps Chromes have ever sold publicly, but yeah. All right, let's definitely look at some other cards. Maybe we could we even find a non-Otani? Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, let me get back to my but yeah, I'm just gonna leave that super up there for a little bit so we can all just take it in. All right, where's the nope, it's up there. There were actually some 90s cards in this auction, Phil, that I was very interested in.
Some of the gold ones.
Yeah. Yeah, here, we'll pull up this Griffey here. Yeah, 1996 was like the very last year. Oh, Mad City Brew 20K. I could see it. I could see it there. If it goes way past that, if it doubles that, I wouldn't be surprised. I have no idea. Nor do I have that kind of money on me right now, which is a shame. Yeah, 96. I actually bought a few packs of this product, Phil. I never pulled a gold. I still have a couple of the base cards laying around in a binder somewhere, but the shine on these is really nice.
Yeah, nice pose.
Yeah. Yep. Probably a line out.
The 2010 Topps Chrome image. Much nicer.
He's in a little better shape, on this one here. Definitely still in his prime. But yeah, I don't know like what comps are on these, but I don't think the grade matters at all.
Speaking of Mariners, I checked out the first episode of the A-Rod versus Alex documentary.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Netflix. It's actually not bad so far. Shows you a different side of A-Rod, and you kind of get to understand why he ended up the way he ended up a little bit.
Yes, Pesky, I can actually, hold on. I can pull that up pretty quick here because we were just talking about that set. I don't want to wander too far away from, where are they? Right here. Bang. Yeah, here, I'm going to pop over here. So this is Topps' social media post about it on Instagram. So here you can see that's the Judge and Otani. Then we got the Judge and Alex Rodriguez. A lot of pinstripes on that one, Phil. Judge and Mike Trout. And there's the Judge and Mickey Mantle. And it looks like it was cut out of, I'm guessing like a 5x7 or an 8x10.
Yeah, that's definitely cut.
But man, that's just very cool. God, look at that vein in Mickey Mantle's neck. My God. What do you think his blood alcohol was in that photo?
Blood pressure.
Oh, blood pressure through the roof for
Super
sure.
High, cholesterol high.
All right, I see this Otani starting to move a little bit. Okay, so the Griffey, though, wasn't the only card from that set that's in this auction. Give me a second. Let me pull up the other one. There he is.
Yeah, A-Rod, definitely a little narcissistic based on some stories that I've heard, and the Minotaur painting. And
the Minotaur painting really takes I mean, I don't know. I was convinced it was fake for the longest time, but sadly it's not. All right, Adulta says, I would particularly like these 97 finest die cut golds. I think I've seen some of those, and they do look really nice. I like those, and there's another year where they have like, maybe those are the ones you're talking about, but they have those that almost look like they were perforated. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what year that is, but they almost look like they came out of a magazine. Those look really nice too. I know Kava Cards on Instagram has a few of those, and they look great. Yes, Holmes, this is a good movie, and they really casted it well for multiple reasons. Thomas Jane has so much in common with Mickey Mantle in that, addiction and such. But yeah, that was a really good movie. I think Billy Crystal directed that one. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, if you had to pick one, I mean, if you're going for the Jeter or Griffey, you're going Griffey, right, Phil?
Because the prices are so close, I'd go Griffey. I'd really go Bonds, though. I want to go Bonds. But there's no Bonds.
Yeah, there's no Bonds in this auction, unfortunately.
So here's like my thesis with Bonds. It's the he's just like the perennial benchmark for guys that have prolific offensive seasons, like Aaron Judge. It's like, okay, let's compare him to some of the best single seasons ever. Oh, Barry Bonds is there. But another argument is now Otani and the number of MVPs. You're starting to hear that narrative. Like, is he going to get 7 MVPs? Is he going to break Bonds' record? So another guy compared to Bonds for another reason. Bonds cheated. I get it. But like, if you ask me, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. And if you said if you said no, then I'd be okay with that. I can't really argue against that. I think that's a pretty strong argument. So
yeah, we don't have to have that argument today. I would absolutely put him in the Hall of Fame, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever.
Right,
he's in the Hall of Memorable. People will remember him, and that's good enough for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I don't want to kick a hornet's nest, but if I had to pick one, I'm voting for Bonds 100 times out of 100 over Pete Rose.
What about over Harold Baines?
Yes, over Harold Baines. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Think about it. I'll let you sleep on it.
All right. I mean, I'll ponder it as we continue. I want to show you my favorite 90s card in this auction, Phil. Like, these duels are just absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah. Right. Heard of some of those are like tainted. No? Like
yes.
Wiped and signed again or something.
Well, yeah, so Upper Deck released versions with just one of these two guys having signed it, and then they released fewer where they both signed it. So unfortunately, people that had one auto have since gotten some people have gotten the other player to sign the cards.
Yeah.
But this is just, I remember like these autos from Upper Deck they were legendary. You never saw them. You would see pictures of them in like your monthly Beckett when they came out. So you knew they existed, but like my local hobby shop never had one. The card shows I used to go to in like my, local elementary school gymnasium, those dealers, they never had these cards. It's just really fun to see them at shows now and kind of confirm that these legendary things really exist. Mad City Brew, that was a hell of an inning. Yeah, that's probably the inning that killed the Pirates franchise, unfortunately. Yeah, not a great throw from Bonds. I wonder with instant replay if Bream would still be safe, but it is what it is. What's wrong with Griffey's hat? Let's take a closer look.
Looks a little large and
a little bit
square shaped.
Yeah, I do wonder when Scott joins us, we can ask him about this because he knows a little bit more about these duels than we do. Yeah, this is a painting, so yeah, that's a very tall hat. That's a Jim Leland style hat. Yeah, Scott would know more about like these dual autos and how to tell if they were signed at the time or if they were signed after. I do notice this is graded as authentic autograph. It doesn't say altered though, and I feel like if the auto was added after, maybe it would say altered. But I'm assuming this is a legit dual auto, especially with the $55,000 price tag. Man, that's very cool. Just like some great 90s. All right, hold on. Let me see something else here. Phil, would you pay 60 grand for that card?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Not my style.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody.
You see quite a bit of those at shows, not in this grade.
Yes.
And not with this quality autograph
Correct.
For both of those guys at all. But I don't know. Never did anything for me.
All right.
Now it's expensive.
Yeah.
That's really expensive, I guess.
All right, let's talk about this card because this is pretty cool. And I would say this right now is probably sitting at like what? 5%, 10% of its high.
So this is sold a few times, is what you're saying?
I think so. Or if it hasn't, the high we could estimate.
So to give people background on this, the my first Bowman autos from 2024 and 2025, I think. The only inscription that this went on is the first serial numbered 1 out of 150 blue and no other colors, as far as I'm aware. So Jesus Made had one that I thought I was going to steal in auction recently, like a month ago. I was like bragging to Jeff, like, I'm going to get this. And it went for double what I was trying to win it for. I think it went for like 30K. So yeah, this one, even though Caglione didn't really show up too well this year, I think he still hit the ball pretty hard. Still impressed enough people. Not like at Roman Anthony, Nick Kurtz levels, but still got upside. And he could be the next Otani. Just kidding.
Yeah, definitely has a lot of upside. After what he showed, I'm sure there were a lot of people, are a lot of people still jumping off the Caglione ship. So yeah, this is a fun one to watch to see like kind of where his market is right now. Yeah, Stewie Griffin at a certain price point, I think he's a great buy. And right now, I would happily take this card at this price. I think Phil would too.
Yeah, I like the BGS 8.5 because it's going to scare off enough people.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a solid auto. PSA would probably grade that a 10 as well. It's my guess. Color match with the team.
Yeah.
A lot going for it. I might actually sneak in a bid if this doesn't move. But I don't really know the Caglione market, so I'd probably want to know that first.
Yeah, definitely. So if Phil goes quiet for a few minutes after Scott joins us, we'll know he's digging into this. I'm curious why he put this in quotes, because it should be his first Bowman auto. I don't think it requires quotes, and I'm very happy to see it is card number 1.
We got somebody else with us.
Yeah. I'm kind of what I was gonna say. I'm glad that someone didn't just give him card number like 25 first. So we have my first Bowman auto is card 001. So I like that.
Yeah. So Caglione and Anthony should be in Series 1. They should. Because not only did they debut this year, but they debuted like fairly early.
They were like
some of like the August and September guys that get held out for Series 2, which happened I think
Roman Anthony missed it by legitimately 3-4 days type of a thing. The cutoff. Also, sorry I'm late. That turned into quite the project. Holy cow. And it's not even done. We're going to have to pay someone. I think I broke it worse. So that's great.
Well, that sounds like a classic home renovation attempt by most people. I've certainly been there. Like, yeah, I can fix this. Yeah.
Well, I'm
why pay $100 when I can pay $1,000 in 2 days?
It's so for those that don't know where I live, which hopefully none of you do. It's pitch black outside, and our gutter broke. We have a huge storm coming in tomorrow. So I was up like on a 24-foot ladder, and I broke the gutter worse. So now we're going to have to pay someone. We have like a tube we connected to try to drain the water because a big storm came in last week and it like eroded all the grass along our house. Anyways, that's enough of that.
Yeah, what I'm picturing is that scene from Christmas Vacation where Chevy Chase is putting the lights on, and he slides off the roof and holds the gutter, and the whole gutter like comes off the roof. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, honestly, that was pretty close. Kaylin, if you know my wife, she's 5'3". She weighs like 110 pounds. She's holding the ladder. I'm like, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything at all. So, anywho, how's it been so far? Any cool auctions?
There's a lot of really cool stuff that is sadly out of our price range, but we were just talking about a 90s card, and I want to show it again while you're here because Please. I know you have a little bit more experience with seeing these autos. So I'm assuming based on the price that this one is a double original signature, if that makes sense.
So the hard part is Ken Griffey, Mickey Mantle. It looks great. It's hard to tell if Mickey Mantle was before or after market just because he was Mr. Consistent with his signature, if that makes sense. Griffey had variants. I actually thought I got it down to a science where you could tell what variants of autograph meant if it was like it came in the product or if it was aftermarket signature. But I've found multiple signatures of just Griffey without Mantle that are different. I don't think there's any way you can tell. The best way to tell, honestly, is if they're both very bold, it means that they were both signed at the same time and kept in the dark. Or if they're both slightly faded, it means they were pulled at the same time and kept in the light. Does that make sense? So It's just the consistency of the boldness. Another challenge with that is Griffey's autograph is not as thick as Mickey's. and it's faster. And so because of that, it also makes it hard. But this one looks legitimate to me. The hard part is between us three here, I have a very hard time paying this premium because of the BGS slab. It's probably a PSA 8. And it's nothing against BGS. It's just the way that they've been grading. And so it's a challenge for me. I'm also not convinced that Griffey autographs a 10 on that line down. Like, I don't know if PSA would give that a 9, 10. So there's some things there, but I may be salty. I had a chance to buy one of these dual autos. It was a SGC 7-9, which sounds terrible, but that's pretty good. And I passed on it. It was like 9 or 10K. And I was like, oh, it's too much. And now look at it. So maybe I'm just salty. But
yeah, this is one of those cards where if I saw grades like that, I would almost be more inclined to buy it because there aren't that many of these, and to get one for a reasonable price. Obviously, that's hindsight is 2020.
I cannot tell you how little I care about the card grade for this card.
Right.
I completely care about the autograph.
Yep.
And so like the fact it's in a 9.5 makes this card less attractive to me, which I know sounds dumb, but
yeah, William Sokinger says you can send the hologram number to Upper Deck and they'll verify for you what number it is. So I'm assuming that if you're bidding this type of money, that they've done that. They're doing the homework on this card.
I thought that they lost. So what I heard, and this is a rumor. So Will, you may know more than me, so don't think I'm like correcting you because I'm not. I read on some forum that they lost that information, so there's no way to authenticate. But maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Will's done it. He said he's done it. So that's great. If that's the case, great.
All right. Spartan Domer looks like he's been waiting all night for a chance to drop some rain puns on us.
Great.
So well done. Well done.
Nice one.
We've had a crazy amount of rain here in Southern California. Like the last 7 days, it's rained 5, and there's like flood. There's been like rock slides and all sorts of stuff. Having said that, we get excited when there's rain. So as long as your roof isn't leaking, which this year ours hasn't, we get very excited for it.
So where I live, we get like 55 inches of rain a year, 45 to 55 inches, which is a lot of rain. Very green here. We don't even water our grass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're in the Midwest, or the Middle America. You don't need to.
Yeah, I grew up in Idaho where it's very dry, so it's nice to have this.
So I was doing a work project in Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Scott, and I noticed like house after house after house after house. I'm like, are they like, is there some sort of deal where everybody's getting the same lawn care, but it wasn't a condo complex? I was so confused why the grass looks so nice. So I guess it's the rain. It's just different climate. Yeah.
And what happens is people will stop. Like I turned the water on our grass 0 times this year. This is my 4th year at 0 times. So usually you have to in the end of July, early August, it gets dry. But other than that, I like this card you're showing. It just keeps going up. It looks like.
It was at like 97.50, I think, about 10 minutes ago. Phil and I talked about it, and very coincidentally, it is now at over 20K with the buyer's.
I was the high bidder at 9,700.
Oh,
that's
are you done? So does that mean you're out on it? The fact that you announced that?
Not necessarily. I mean, if it's soon, I will be out on it. Yes.
Scott, what do you think about this card? Phil and I were talking about this one earlier. I'd like to get your opinion on it.
I love it. Can I be honest with you guys about Shohei Otani? I'm a little concerned that cards like this are commanding this much of a premium. If we look at someone like LeBron James, he has less rookie autographs than Shohei Otani. And some of his like not as popular rookies don't go for as much as Otani's like 4th tier autographs. This is not a 4th tier autograph. This card's dope. It has a pitcher and hitter. That's great. But I think that we're going to see some pullback, I think, which isn't like I'm calling the top, which isn't hard when it's this expensive, but I'm worried about some cards that are a little bit too hot. And like this one is on the bubble of that situation. There's only 55 of these. The base is numbered to 30. This one's numbered to 25. So there's only 55, which helps.
Yeah, I was looking at the other Otanis that are in this auction, and this one, like, look, if you want a Shohei Otani rookie on-card auto, Gypsy Queen, these sets are cool. I feel like Gypsy Queen is sort of like a hidden gem that Topps used to make. Some of these designs are great. The artwork is really cool, and most of their autos are on-card. There's some fun relics in their sets, too. But, I mean, we're looking at, if you want an on-card Shohei Otani rookie auto and money, we don't all have Bowman Chrome like PSA 10 money. A nice Gypsy Queen is probably might end up being one of the most affordable options.
But how do you feel about this card in the long run? Like that's my question on a card like this, because it's sitting at 15K right now. Literally, I think it's exactly 15.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if his market does have a downturn, it will be sets like this that feel it more than Dynasty and Bowman.
Yeah, LeBron James doesn't have nearly as many rookie autographs as Otani.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
and they go for left. It's crazy.
Yeah. This it's hard to imagine a scenario where, sorry if somebody's winning this that's falling right now, but 10 years from now, you like showing this to your new girlfriend, is she really gonna be impressed? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if I don't want to talk about having a new girlfriend. Kayla might be watching this live stream.
Let's be
Still trying to get me in trouble.
Statistics say, Scott, that you'll have a new girlfriend 10 years from now. Let's look, I'm just purely doing the math here. 2 of the 3 of us are going to be in new relationships.
Oh, that's sad.
But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm guessing that this will probably finish as the highest selling Gypsy Queen card of all time.
Of all time. Yeah. Maybe a superfractor of someone. No, I don't know. I don't even think that.
I don't know. All right, hold on. What did I
Jack Caglianone's WAR this year, negative 1.6.
Yeah, he was bad.
62 games,
man,
157 average, 46 WRC plus, and then the minor leagues, 20 homers and 304. So I want to see, like, there's no easy way to see this, but like, what did he do after he got? Wait, did he get a demotion? Probably not if he played 60.
I don't think he got an emotion. I remember watching him towards the end of the year. I'll check his stats real quick. Jack Caglianone, guys, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry I was so late.
There we go.
Just for a gutter, huh?
I didn't even fix it. But good news. So last time Kaylin and I did a project together, we put up curtains, and it was the biggest fight we've ever had. We did not fight one time on the gutter. So that's a big step, even though we didn't fix it.
Do you guys like fight each other physically, swear at each other?
No, we just got annoyed with each other. We have a very good relationship. Jack
Caglianone has 98 percentile arm strength.
Ooh.
Hence, he was a pitcher. Makes sense.
Sure.
He's a big dude with a big trunk, as Chris would call it. 114.1 max EV. Somebody in the chat saying his pull air rate wasn't good. Yeah, not good. Not the worst in the league, but not where you want it. How old is he now?
He's 23 next year.
Okay.
He was too good in the minor leagues to flame out this bad in the big leagues, right?
He also had clear gaps in the minor leagues in really college where swing and miss was great.
In AAA, in 28 games, he had 11 home runs and hit 357, 1.132. Like, I understand. Like, I don't know.
He'll figure it out. It just would have been nice to see like an Aaron Judge rookie season where you get a lot of strikeouts but a lot of homers.
Yes. How many homers did he have? 7. It's not very many in 60.
It wasn't.
Nobody was like buying into it except for passionate Yankees fans at the time. It was just like, this guy's not going to last. I'll buy Clint Frazier instead.
Clint Frazier going 22. Yeah, dude.
And he probably debuted. He debuted the following year, I think. But you know what I mean.
I used to have a picture on my phone of the Fantasy Baseball magazine from 2017 that would listed all the available players, and Aaron Judge was at like $0, and it said like not worth your time. Like probably we'll be back in AAA by June or something.
Really? It reminds me of. Did you ever see? I think it was MLB The Show, or it was one of the MLB games where it had Mike Trout as like a 1-star player his rookie year, and it just says that you'll be lucky to hit 2 home runs. It just goes to show that none of us know what we're talking about.
Mad City Brew, the number one test of any relationship is a Saturday afternoon trip to IKEA. If you guys survive that, then you're okay. Because that one's a test.
I've just learned to say yes, honey. See?
Oh, well, yeah. That's
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Let's look at this Paul Skeens card. Speaking of guys in relationships who have almost certainly learned to say yes, dear. This Paul Skeens card is that's a really nice looking logo, man.
Okay, I like it.
It's out of Transcendent. So I mean, patch rookie autos like this. If we were to rank Paul Skeens, right, you get the Topps Chrome update, the rookie patch, debut patch auto is number 1.
Dynasty still next.
Dynasty is next. He's gonna have a couple one-of-ones, maybe just one logo man in there. I'm not sure.
One logo man in Dynasty, but this is a question for the chat. Would you rather have this Transcendent logo man, or would you rather have the Dynasty like Pirates team logo, 1-of-1? I would rather have that. That's a personal preference, just because of the brand, as well as it's better looking than a logo, MLB logo. But at the same time, we've seen that the logo has crushed it in every sport. So,
yeah, I will also say, I think the design of 2024, this Transcendent, far superior to the design of 2024 Dynasty, in my humble opinion. I like this card. I like that there's an image of him actually playing instead of just like his neck up. I think this card looks awesome. So I don't know. That's a great question. Do you want the Pirates logo or do you want the logo man?
Here's the card I'm talking about. Can I steal the screen from you real fast? I'll let you have it back because I don't know what cards you guys have talked about. I don't want to talk in the circle.
Yeah, go ahead. I will remove mine. Go ahead.
So this is the card I was talking about. So he has the Dynasty, but like this card's pretty cool. Like that's a cool patch. It's unique.
Yep.
So that's the question you got to ask. I will say this is like my concern with Dynasty is that Transcendent, Topps made a real Transcendent push this last year. Transcendent used to not be a good set at all in regards to investability, but this year was different.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember we had a conversation about that Dynasty card because I think there's two 1-of-1s like that, and one has the eye with the patch, and the other one has the other side, and it has like the eye with no patch. And I feel like maybe it was on a Spitballin or maybe it was on a Blabbin where we were debating which side of the face would we rather have. Got to go patch, of course.
So yeah, here's another question. Would you rather have the Topps Chrome Superfractor or this? Topps Chrome Superfractor Auto, of course.
That's an excellent comparison. Topps Chrome Superfractor Auto or this?
I'm still taking the Dynasty. I mean, let's make it a different player.
All right, it's tough.
I'm trying to think of like a hypothetical because he has at least 2 Logo Man autographs, and Dynasty is more established. So, like, yes, it does.
Star Huddle, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So this is a good question. So no, yes. Okay, he has a Topps Chrome Superfractor autograph from the regular Topps Chrome. And then he has a Topps Chrome Update Superfractor that has a sticker, I believe. But the regular Topps Chrome does not have a sticker.
I don't think he's in regular Topps Chrome. I think his autos were only...
Oh, you're right. I lied. But no, the Topps Chrome Update is on card.
Yeah.
There's another sticker Superfractor, I believe. But it's not.
Yeah, I'm sure he has an insert up there that they put a
probably what I'm thinking.
But yeah, generally speaking, one thing Topps has done the last couple of years, if they have a rookie auto in Update that wasn't also in regular Topps Chrome, that they get those autos on the card. If it's the same guy, like I'm trying to think of an example. Like Julio Rodriguez had regular Topps Chrome autos in 2022, and then also Update. The Update ones are stickers. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So this is actually a really good point. I agree with this point. I bought a Francisco Lindor 1-of-1 Dynasty with the coolest patch in the world. It was Chief Wahoo. And people didn't care because Indians fans, Guardians fans didn't want it because he wasn't on the team. And Mets fans could not care less about Chief Wahoo. So it's a good point why you might want to go with the logo.
Yeah, that's actually, I didn't think about that. But yeah, he's not going to be on the Pirates for his whole career. That's one of the safer bets you can make in baseball.
So this is a good point. The Yamamoto logo man from Dynasty is at 120 with buyer's premium. And I would argue the market for Yamamoto and Skeens is comparable. I am confident that the Dynasty would absolutely demolish this card. I don't think Skeens logo Dynasty is sold.
Oh, whoa. Just quick updates. We got some price jumps. This one has jumped quite a bit. It looks like Phil's bid on the Caglione has hit. That one jumped up too. I wanted to look at, hold on. Sorry, let me go back.
By the way, I am officially priced out of that Otani second-year Heritage Super. For those that are here.
It jumped again?
Yeah. It's at 30K, and I'm like, I can't do that.
It is really cool. So you would, if you were trying to choose, Scott, so you, in your mind, you valued the Griffey Super that was on eBay a few grand more than this Otani Super?
I think they're comparable. I think this Otani probably has more room just because it's Otani. But Otani also has more rookie superfractors than Griffey has ever. So that's the hard part in the argument for the Griffey. He has two Mariners, while Otani has 8,000 Angels and 4,000 Dodgers. So
that is very true. All right, let's see. This Yamamoto fill has really jumped since we last looked at it.
So there's a Yamamoto that's still pretty low, actually, on Golden right now that ends soon. That is a 1/1 Dynasty Gold with a napkin patch, the dual napkin patch thing.
oh yeah,
That's still under 10K, which is
as it
interesting.
should be.
Yeah, but Yamamoto, talk of the town. Okay, this did jump. Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question for both Scott, Phil, and anyone in the chat. Which of these two Yamamotos would you rather buy? This one, or let's let the suspense build, or this other one. There's two of them in the premiere, and here's the other one.
Oh, give me the other one.
This is easy.
This is a sticker, non-game worn. This was pulled by Karl Anthony Towns, and there's a lot of hype around that aspect. So Karl Anthony Towns, some basketball player pulled this. So that's what's pushing this. But it says it on the front, player worn memorabilia.
You're right there.
And it's a sticker. So no, this isn't it for me.
Yeah. The relic was worn by the featured player. Yeah, the execution of all player-worn memorabilia is witnessed by a Topps representative. That's really weird verbiage.
Basically, we can guarantee he wore it.
Yeah, you put it on, took it off, the end.
You really think they put on 50 jerseys at once?
Topps doesn't do enough player-worn to justify it, but someone like Panini who does like majority player-worn, I bet you they do. Because we have that picture of Brandon Ingram doing it.
Mm. Yeah, it just seems crazy. I know this is a 1/1, and it's the people see that logo, man, they get excited. But I would so much. I'm with you guys. I would so much rather have this red.
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather have this red or the Dynasty 1/1 at the napkin patches that Phil was talking about?
The red.
If I could pay $6K for the napkin patches,
oh, that's true.
Maybe still the red.
Well, you had to remember he has two Bowman Chrome autographs, Yamamoto, and it's different than Otani because they're both pitching. So, remember that. There's actually 10.
I forgot about that. Is this the first one or the second one?
This is the first one. I'm pretty confident. Which means this one is probably an airbrush jersey. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's not a huge deal.
So, as someone who I just sold my Otani blue pitching to buy the Griffey and then to buy this other Otani, and I lost on both. I have a good backup plan though. I'm excited to execute on. Which is paper.
Yeah, it's called new gutters.
Yeah, it's called new gutters. We put in a new toilet today because we had guests coming and ours was leaking, and that was $1,000. But I don't even know what I was even talking about.
Whatever. You don't have a backup plan until you've executed it.
Well, okay. I'm excited.
Yeah. The second Otani has two.
Oh,
it took like 5 years for the market to finally be able to absorb. Like, okay, these can both go up. The supply isn't too high, even though he was missing the refractor version and the base is short printed. For a while, it was like there's too many Bowman Chrome autos. So for Yamamoto, he's got an uphill battle for to have sustainable demand for both of his Bowman Chrome autos, into his 30s. Good luck, bro.
Yes, I agree. I remember where I was going with that story. The reason I bring that up is because I sold the Bowman Chrome pitching. It was not as easy to sell as you would imagine for an Otani right now in this market, and that's because it was a pitching and nobody wanted it. If that makes sense. They did
because everybody's priced out of his stuff right now too.
Yeah, that helps. But a PSA 9 blue pitting is $73,000. But a BGS 9.5 pitching blue is only $60,000. So my point is there's a huge gap, so it's hard to price them.
I gotcha. Scott, could you tell me a little bit about this Ken Griffey card?
Oh, baby, that's a cool one. That's a Star Ruby.
I like that it's a different kind of image too. I like that it's not. There's a lot of stuff with him with his follow through, including the Select certified we showed earlier. I like this one's different, sliding. So, what's up with these Star Rubies, Scott?
So the Star Rubies, they're obviously from Premium Skybox Premium, but this actual set, they have a really cool it's kind of like the prisms in baseball and Topps Chrome design, but prettier. They did a better job with it.
Mhm.
But I love the red font. It's like a dark blood red, and it's really shiny. And so they just refract and look amazing in the light. Is there a video of this?
Not on the auction. I can zoom in and you can kind of get a sense that it is really a nice dark red.
It's beautiful in hand. It's one of the better inserts. I wonder if I have a video of my Larry Walker I can show you on my Instagram. I may not, unfortunately, but there. Oh, I do have one. Great. Here, let me share my screen. I'll steal it from you.
Yeah, go ahead.
And this is not about bragging about Larry Walker. My Larry Walker is probably like $1,000, so I'm not. It's not anything crazy. But like they just pop in every sense of the word. So,
nice.
Star Rubies to me is a top 5 90s parallel ever made. I would argue it's behind the 98 PMG, and obviously the one of ones. They're their own thing. But the 98 PMG, you have this. You have the 24 karat gold is a good one for that era, which is right here. Where is it at? Right here, and then the essential credentials and maybe mirror gold. But this is like a premier Griffey card. I was going for the Griffey Super. I was the first loser. I was the person bid. I was the last one that got bid up. So, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, you lost. You were the runner up, and you lost by $100, but we don't know what the other person bid. So in a way, there's like a mystery there. You can't, I think you could comfortably assume the other person put like some monster bid on it. Like they needed to have that card. I lost a card last night, Scott. I lost this card by $8.
Oh,
the person that won bid $1,234.56. So that was their actual bid.
How do you know? Did you talk to him?
But it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And it was like $8.09 or something over what I bid. So that had to be the exact thing that they bid. And I just sat there. I literally was just sitting there rubbing my temples to the point my wife was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Do I know what card it is?
You don't say it out loud. But
I won't say it out loud. Is there another one selling?
Oh, yeah, today. Lost that one too. Runner up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a rough. It was a rough 24 hours for me.
I've been on a losing kick lately. I just can't keep up with people.
Yeah, Michigan cards and graphs. Yes, that's how I felt when I saw. I was like, that's a weird amount for me to lose. Oh my god. If I just anyway, I don't want to just focus on that too much. I do want to talk about one basketball card because for a reason.
Oh, have you not talked about basketball yet? Because I have a few basketball cards I want to talk about in general.
No. I just want to talk. This is a flagship black of Steph Curry, and someone's paying over $100,000 for this. So this seems like exactly the type of parallel Topps should stop making, right?
Yeah, this doesn't make sense to me because this card, we obviously like the Curry black.
Yep.
But we don't like the modern black, like the Cooper Flag black. It makes no sense. Basketball collectors they're not familiar with Topps yet. Let's just say that, which is fine. It takes time.
I honestly, I don't know. Frankly, I'm not sure we're familiar with Topps yet.
I mean, so there's just a lot of superior alternatives for the modern guys with Curry. With true. Curry, the gold is actually a really highly sought after card. I've had basketball collectors tell me that they're looking for a gold in like a BGS 9. You wouldn't hear that about any modern basketball players or baseball players. Like, oh, I want to be just 9 Soto US 300. Like, no, you don't. You don't want that at all. You're lying. Go back to bed.
Whatever. No, you're spot on. And the thing is, Curry has no Topps Chrome autograph, so that helps this card. While Cooper Flag does. Phil's spot on. It's just about it's like the Mike Trout cards, his rookie cards in 2011. He just didn't have many options, and so the stuff he does have goes for huge money, like the Hope Diamonds and the black. And so forth.
Yeah, and like non-serial numbered stuff that Trout has, like the Cognac, the regular diamond.
Diamond Anniversary.
Cards like that would really struggle in today's market, even if they were only printed 700 times.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to steal your screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. I'm going to look for something. I want to show something else anyway. So yeah, take over.
I want to go over my watch list, and I don't know what you guys have discussed because I was guttering tonight, but we talked about this Otani Ichiro duel.
Nope, we have not.
Very interesting card because the Dodgers Otani by itself goes for like 20 to 30K, but people don't want Ichiro on it, even though it's a good patch, which is crazy to me because this card's dope.
I agree. It's weird that Ichiro is pulling that value down.
He's pulling it down. So this is an interesting card. That's one that what do you think of this, Phil?
I wish Otani had a better patch. I actually saw an 18 Dynasty duel recently, and again, like Otani's patch wasn't as good as Ichiro's. It was okay. It was better than this one. I'd probably stay away from this one. Like the first thing we're gonna do when we see this card and analyze it, or if you show it to like a neighbor, a friend, a casual baseball fan, whatever, they're gonna zoom in on Otani's autograph and his patch. And unfortunately, Ichiro's stuff is better. So I just don't want it. I just don't want it. Sorry, guys.
You think they could have cleaned this case up a little bit for this auction? That looks like it's on the case, unless it's inside the case, which sucks.
I don't know. Yeah, on paper, this seems really cool. Yeah, I feel like if you want an Otani auto with the Dodgers jersey on it, maybe getting a duel is your way to get one that isn't going to cripple you financially, for the next 6 months.
Yeah. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. If you're a Dodgers collector, you've been collecting Clayton Kershaw since 2014 in Dynasty. They do not have good patches. It is a problem. Otani just had a vertical. I can actually pull it up probably. Otani just had a Dynasty that sold last night for $31,000 right here. And this is the only good patch you basically have on the whole jersey, and it's a team logo. I mean, it's a sponsorship patch. It's not a Dodgers patch. So Otani's never really going to have good patch autographs as a Dodger, unfortunately. So, for what it's worth. Oh, that's not Fanatics. That's Alt. All right. So
Unless
that's a part of
they changed the logo, to like something like maybe there's like a bird or something or a rattlesnake like the D-backs. It'd be cool again.
Maybe they just have a really good
Man, the urge to make a joke. I think anything with a D, if you can realize you're getting part of the D, and you can go ahead and take that out of context if you want. But I feel like those would look good.
I was going to say the City Connect jerseys. That might be his pathway to a good jersey. Who knows? So, do you guys talk about this Topps Chrome? Topps Chrome is blowing up.
We talked about that one a little bit because the green on Thursday, I think, went for about 50 grand total. So we were wondering what this orange is going to go for. Same set, same grade, different, better color.
I still don't love that set between us here. I think there's much. I mean, it's good for sure, but I don't know. I'd rather have this card probably, even though it's numbered to 100. I like it better.
Yeah.
Price too.
Well, the Atomic is cool. He doesn't have a lot of as many autos as he's got. I think he just has those. Actually, he might at Bowman's Best. He probably has Atomics there as well, but he does not have a lot of total Atomic autos.
Yeah. He has the Atomics at a 25, and then he has the couple parallels of Atomics, but you're spot on. So I like that one. That one's an interesting price. And it's weird because these Atomics go for more than like the blues do because there is no Atomic parallel for the hitting. And I think people really associate the Atomic with this pitching, which is cool to see that people are doing that. Here's a gorgeous card that's not very expensive yet. I don't really know why this is in the Premier Auction, if I'm being honest with you. But here's a Alex Rodriguez, 24 karat. These are really pretty too. Oh, there's a video of this one. Let's see if you can see what this looks like. Chris, you would like these. I promise you would like this set if you have ever any interest. And they're numbered to 24, and they have real gold in the card. That's what makes it shine so much.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. It looks like a 90s version of the Stadium Club gold minted cards. Like that's the same kind of shine I'm getting off that.
But like the beautiful thing about like 1990s cards, which I try to tell you, is there's one parallel and it's number 24 and nothing else. You know what I mean? Like that's cool to me. It's like a true SSB.
I can't even fathom that.
You guys talk about this one?
No, we did not talk about that Griffey or the judge that's next to it yet.
So speaking of Curry golds, there's one in alt right now that's at 30K, just 9. So all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, numbered out of 2009. Yep.
Oh, yeah. The flagship paper is number 2009 is going for 30K, huh?
Yeah, Steph Curry.
That's crazy. I thought you were talking about the gold refractor earlier, but now you're talking about the paper gold.
Yeah.
So this is a cool card. This is the first low number. Actually, this might be the first gold refractor, like actual parallel. because the way that this worked is they had a base card, they had a refractor, they had a gold refractor out of 50, and this is the golden refractor out of 5. So what happened is basically for the one that was numbered to 50, it was just this text was changed to gold, but there was no refractor shine to it. But the one out of 5 has the font change, plus it's like a gorgeous Bowman refractor, which is cool. So these out of 5s, they don't pop up. These are very rare, very hard cards to find. Very big fan of these.
It's still got A-Rod on it though.
Pop one of one, and then
the one I'm showing. Are you seeing it?
Oh no, sorry, I was tracking. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong card. Yeah, the Scriffy.
Yeah. So that this is the first like gold refractor, basically. And there's only 5 of them created, which it's also the first low numbered card that wasn't a 1/1, essentially. So really cool.
Nice side booty too on this one, I gotta say. I like to see some jersey on there.
He's thick
his name a little bit, yeah. No, that's
look at his quad, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's jacked.
Yeah,
hey,
let's look at this judge here.
What do you guys think of this? What do you think of when you see this card? Tell me the truth. How do you feel about this card?
Go ahead, Chris.
No, Phil, you first.
I was going to say, as someone who, if I didn't know the backstory of this card, I'd look and I'd be like, where the hell is that from on his jersey? And then upon research, you can figure out that it's from one of his 2 or more All-Star Game / Home Run Derby jerseys. It's probably a part that's on his sleeve or something. That game was at Miami. Yep. He won the Home Run Derby, which makes it more meaningful, but he could have also just hung this in the locker or wore it during the All-Star Game. And not the Derby potentially. So I like it. I think it's a little undervalued, and I was the leading bidder on it till probably we started talking about it. The auto does bother me. It could be a bad scan, more likely a faded auto. So it took a while for this card to pick up steam. So I'm guessing this was in just like a showcase forever. The guy just couldn't find anybody to buy it. And then somebody bought it, and then it like 5X'd like the one I used to own like a few years later. So
I'm pretty sure all 2017 Dynasty has autograph fading issues, or it's just the card it was signed on makes it look like it's faded, even though it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you click on the front and zoom in a little bit?
Yep. How far do you want me to go in?
Yeah, let's get in there.
Don't put much of a premium on BGS 10 Pristines with this, because there are a lot. Maybe not this specific Dynasty card, but there's a lot of BGS 10 Pristine Dynasty judges out there. So don't think like, oh wow, like I'm gonna pay like PSA 10 prices for this. Like, well, that only works like when relatively to other cards of that same ilk, like it's just higher graded, but it's not.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. Is that just is it just a little bit light, or is it fading a little bit? It's hard to know.
It's really hard to tell. Anyways, that's a good card. It's interesting. I think this exact card might have sold for around 20 to 25K recently, the last 12 months. So
there was one that sold for about 40K. It might have been an out of 5, but the patch was similar. Scott and I have talked about this a little bit. Like, as buyers, we don't like to pay huge premiums for an out of 5 Dynasty versus an out of 10 if the auto and the patch are similar. But
if the patch is better, I'll pay a massive premium.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll pay premiums for the out of 10. As a seller, we'd like to get, if somebody wants to offer us 50% more because it's out of 5 and not out of 10, like, sure. We've had to deal with that with trying to, transact with other people in the hobby too.
It's like Juan Soto. Juan Soto's out of 5s a lot of the time look just like his out of 10s. So it's for his Dynasty rookies. So this is the exact same card. It sold in September for 25K on Golden. So maybe the seller trying to play a game here, buy it on Golden, flip it on Fanatics.
It's a horrible game.
Horrible game. Tough game to play. You guys talk about this logo?
You can do it. Just wait longer than a month or whatever.
You guys talk about this one?
We didn't talk about that, Jeter. No.
It's a pretty good sale so far.
Yeah.
So this one's sitting at about $4,400 more. So 27 grand right now for this Jeter. Really cool card. I prefer playing day logo man cards. I mean Dynasty logo mans. Obviously, Jeter doesn't have one, so you kind of got to take what you're given here. But I mean, this is a really pretty card. I know you might not like it a ton, Chris, but it's a good photo of Jeter. It's a autograph. The actual logo man's not like insulting. Some logo man don't look great, but this one looks really good. So
yeah, I don't hate this at all.
It makes me feel good about my Pujols purchase I just made though. With the price this is at already.
Yeah, this looks good. I just want to point out, John Matthias asked why Fanatics ends all the auction at the same time. What they do is they'll just keep, if there's like whatever, I think there's 300 cards in this auction. If any of them get a bid, they just add an extra 5 minutes, and the whole thing just cycles through. So they just want to maximize the amount of times every potential bidder
has to debate on the card.
Exactly.
So, like for example, let's say this card doesn't get another bid until 1 a.m. or whatever. They'll still sit here till this Jeter's done bidding, just so that people will look at it.
And don't think that just because it doesn't move for like 10 cycles that it won't suddenly move again.
Yes, that's what people do. They're very deliberate about that. But you'll notice you're going to see 1 minute 57 seconds. Oh, it's getting close. We're not even close to this auction ending yet.
No.
So from 10 to 10:30, it's 5 minutes. And then from 10:30 to sometime it's 2 minutes, and then it just gets less and less time.
Yeah, I think it goes down to a minute, and then I don't think it goes faster than a minute. But yeah, like with the card that I had in this auction like 2 months ago, it didn't move for a couple of hours, and then at like 11:15 my time, two guys started going back and forth, and it was pretty unexpected, and it was very exciting to watch.
So what do you guys think about Bowman Chrome Auto Gold PSA 10? I think this. I think
this is the same card, Phil. Just so you know, before you say anything,
it's the same one.
Exactly. Then no, they didn't get paid it because they relisted it, or they wanted to flip it instantly, which I doubt. But this is the same one that just went for 60 in last Premier auction. So,
and that was 60 all in, right? Like that included the premium. That did
this
not.
one's sitting at 48, so it ended at 50. It ended at 50 before the buyer's premium.
Okay.
At the time, I thought 60 was a little low based on what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I think it should be about two times the blue. Recent sales of the blue PSA 10, there's probably a couple at least within the last like 10 days.
Well, this one's at what's 36,000 right now, but it has the S sticker. I hate these stickers.
So dumb.
Okay.
It's so dumb.
Okay. You get a little bit of a color match too with the uniform, but
that's not even
I think when you get to those 60K levels, buyers are just like, okay, better have an on-card auto. Maybe that's what's hurting the gold non-auto. But I think that might be a foolish way of looking at it. I think Scott agrees. I think the gold in a PSA 10, what's the pop? There are a lot of 10s, aren't there?
It's like 30.
Yeah, it's I was looking it up. I think
that sucks. That's what's probably keeping the multiplier like squished a little bit from blue to gold.
I mean, it's like, it's a weird thing to say, right? It's numbered to 50, but because the quality control was so high, we're like annoyed that the pop is high.
I know. And then I'm sort of in a weird place. Like if I'm a buyer of that card, like I don't want to pay the premium for 10, but I also don't want a 9 because I know how many 10s are out there. I want what everybody else has.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I think the high pop probably hurts the 9s more than it hurts the other 10s. Good Lord.
Can I just say I don't understand the football market?
I mean,
why is this card $600,000?
Battery's asking, the premium is 20%. The buyer premium is just a straight 20%.
So for this one, the buyer's premium on this is, you times it by 10 and then double it. So 46,000 plus 2. So what is that? $9,200? $92,000. I mean.
Yeah, so it's $550,000 right now.
I would do like a mock bid, but if I bid on this, I would be in so much trouble. So
they wouldn't let you. They'd be like, we want to verify your.
I've been approved. Somehow they're gonna let me bid on that card right now. So
I don't know. You reach like certain levels of cards. Usually they're like, all right, we want to check your statement again.
Tell me I won't, Phil. Tell me I won't.
Yeah, like didn't we just? Someone's gonna be like,
"Hey,
weren't you just talking about how you couldn't even repair a gutter? There's no way you can afford this card. Come on."
I'd probably get laid off from my job tomorrow if I bought that card.
If you bid on that, then you'd be kicked out of the hobby because that would be technically a shill bid.
That would be
Oh,
a shill bid
that would be a shell bid.
because I wouldn't
Maybe.
want it.
Depends on intent, I guess, too, though. And is that a
Right.
defensive or offensive shield bid? What do you think?
So here's a pretty amazing card. This is 1997. This is the Flair Showcase. These are the first one-of-ones in the hobby. But the issue with these is they look exactly the same as the blue out of 100 is blue. This is just a purple foil, and it's a one-of-one. On top of that, there is a row 3, a row 2, a row 1, and a row 0. So there's actually 4 one-of-ones. So that's why this isn't even higher. Because if this was the only one, it would be $1 million. But pretty cool card nonetheless to even see that being listed.
Phil, I think Scott's only going to get in trouble with that Brady if, like, miraculously that another copy of that card is listed tomorrow on eBay with like being sold by Scott. then we got ourselves a problem.
This is a 101, Chris.
Oh, then probably not. Well, then you're
Scott, did you not know that? Did you just think it was gonna do that much and not be a 101?
I didn't know about this card till I saw it listed as a 101.
Oh, okay.
I just found out it was a
You just
101.
thought like a non-playing days insert of Brady would just go for 500K because people are dumb.
I mean, I think the non-playing insert of Brady, even if it's a 101 for 500K, is crazy, personally.
Yeah, it still probably is.
This card's pretty amazing. So this is like one of my theses. My thesi. I wish Ty was here to tell me the correct way to say that. But this card's amazing, but it's because the autographs are bold and blue. I think in the future, the autograph condition is going to matter significantly more than the grade of the card for the rare stuff. So keep your autographs in the dark, and I think this is it attests to that. Because blue bold autos, people just love displaying their cards. They love leaving them out at shows. It's gross. It ruins them. But this is a good one. So pretty cool. It's a good looking card too, if you ask me.
So Destined for Caitness had a would you rather question for us.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, the 2018 Red Ink Heritage Otani that's in this auction for $42K. I think it's like the third straight premiere. There's been one of those. Or the 2019 Super plus $15K in your pocket. And I'm not sure that price difference will be there at the end.
I'd rather have the Super and the cash. Here's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I guess so.
I love the Red Inks. He has 2, and they're not nearly as distinguishable as the Bowman Chromes. So there's not really a premium for either of them. I think that holds both of them back personally. So
I do think they're
great. But
yeah, this one has a much bolder auto than the one we looked at, I think, on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was a little faded. This one has a nice match with the jersey. What's the Bowman Chrome carrying bag up to at this point?
$120,000 before buyer's premium.
God,
I'll find it real quick.
really
$180,000 before buyer's premium.
I really should have bought that 2 years ago, Phil.
What was the price that you had on it?
$30K.
Yeah, you probably balked at that and just like, I can get so much.
Yeah, I can buy so many Rafael Devers cards. Like, why would I buy this?
We're so stupid.
Yeah, we are stupid, but yeah. I said in the video at the beginning that I talked to my wife about buying this at $30K, and she was just like, any baseball card for that much is too risky. And she was right in a way. Financially, she was wrong, but she was right about the potential risk.
Jelly could have so many great treats if you'd have bought this card and sold it right
Oh
now.
my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, she'd have like stainless steel hips at this point too.
She'd be the first dog ever to be a cyborg.
Full cyborg at this point. Oh, so would I. I mean, let's be serious. No.
So I gotta tell you a beef I have with modern Otani purchasers. I would recommend not buying a random one-of-one because it has kanji. Because there's going to be one of those every year forever produced till the end of time of Otani autographs. Do you guys agree?
So there'll be 10 more, 12 more?
At least. I mean, there's how many were produced this year? We saw at least 3 to 5.
This one just looks great. And like the blue ink with the blue jersey. I mean, there's like a cool color match. Like visually, this card is very
autographed twice, which is pretty cool, I guess.
I thought you had to know Otani in order to get a kanji. Like, I thought it was really elusive.
Yeah, this guy didn't even wipe the original auto first, Those do look really good.
Oh, Bowman Chrome case. hobby case going for 40K ish. That's
Great.
pretty cool.
I didn't even look at the unopened wax.
This card's awesome.
Which one?
This card's awesome. First year exquisite. Pretty good autograph. Nice patch. This is a great card of Kobe. You probably don't like this, Chris. You weren't. I don't think I was. This is like the stuff I was drooling over in the Beckett magazines. They had them on the back cover. There was like a card shop in Japan, and they would post all their biggest hits on the back of those magazines. And I remember looking at like these cards, and like I still love these cards, even though I'm sure you probably don't like them. But
it's not that I don't like them. I just don't care. Like I don't basketball. I don't know anything about basketball. But yeah, imagine that case. Phil, does that case price? Does that seem about right?
Where was it? What is it?
Yeah. The 2018 Bowman Chrome. Phil said there's a case. Does that seem right, knowing that there's no autos in there? That we're just you're it's still that year, but your auto and honestly, 4 of the 5 reds have already been graded by PSA. So I feel like does that hurt something like this?
You could pull like 3 of those base cards maybe and get some of your money back, and it would put you in line with the median ROI of most hobby products.
And all right, that's fair.
Something like that. I mean, I think sealed hobby boxes of this go for like somewhere around 4K, 3,500 to 4K, maybe even 3,000, but certainly more than 2,000 at this point.
I almost feel like the price, the value is more just for what they sort of the significance of the set, more than the potential contents. If that makes sense.
That's the way it should work. That's the way it works in Pokemon. It doesn't work like that as much in, especially recently. Especially with the cat scanning risk. It's not cool to own sealed wax anymore. Influencers don't pump it. People don't show off their sealed wax collections very often on Instagram. Most people that are buying it to open it, and less so to like speculate on it, especially if it's older. If it's newer, then you've got people that are like investing and trying to move out of it at a certain point. But very few people are like me and have a big stash of 2018 wax. Which makes it even more rare, to be honest, but there's just less demand for it. There's just fewer buyers. Just like, where's my exit liquidity? Who am I going to sell this to other than another shop that's well capitalized?
Yeah, that's true. If I ever think about buying a box and I think to myself, who am I going to sell this to? It's usually I'm thinking Phil.
Yeah. And if you buy retail, that's the issue, because most stores aren't going to want retail stuff. 2018, okay, that's different. But like they would pay a much higher premium for hobby stuff, because they know that's what their buyers are going to want. The high-end buyers aren't going to go in there to buy 2018 update blasters. Keeps the price down a little bit. Keeps it affordable for us. Keeps those packs under $30 each. Or maybe it's about 30 now with those blasters, 10 packs for like $300. But
do you think there's someone potentially buying this box, this case, so they can just CT scan it, see if there's anything good in it, and then just sell it again? And if they take a 10% loss, they don't care. They basically open this case for free.
No.
Why?
I would like to know who's buying it. I bet it's some whale who's like, it'd be cool to own one of those.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe you're right. But at that point, like if you plan to CT scan it, then you're probably projecting that insecurity onto others if you think that way. So you think that somebody else has probably already done it. So then there's less of a chance that you'd want to go through it a second time, allegedly.
I think that restricts the potential on these boxes.
Big time.
Because we can see what a blue Otani at a 150 goes for in a PSA 10. We're more than this whole case. Plus, you can get the base cards. Plus, you can still get all the other cool 2018 stuff.
But I mean, there's no guarantee the ones you get are going to gem. Like a lot of that 2018 Bowman Chrome stuff is off centered. A lot.
What, 30 PSA 10s of the gold?
Yeah,
I like my odds.
Yeah, we just said a
right. Good point. I did want to just address in the comments here, Luis Martinez, it is raining. I'm okay. I'm also not wearing a turtleneck. Thank you for asking. And Mad City Brew, yeah, I know who the Lakers are and I know who Kobe is, but I don't care about basketball cards like at all. So I don't know what that card is what I was saying.
That Pablo Sanchez card.
How random is this card? Backyard baseball. You guys play this game growing up?
No, I was growing up, but at 1997.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, physically, not emotionally.
But I think I remember it.
I played backyard baseball. Backyard basketball more, but
Scott, can I take the screen again for a sec?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Someone was asking about, I think it was the battery was asking about what we thought on this card. And I did notice it as a Braves fan. And I think it is pretty cool. We got the Eddie Matthews 52 tops. Yeah, it's a 4.5. I got to say. But this is like, it's better centered than most of these copies are. And like, if you happen to stumble upon a relative that's got like 52 tops, like you're probably grading with SGC, right? Just for the pure cost of it. Versus PSA, I would think.
Oh yeah, SGC doesn't upcharge, do they? Unless it's like a very rare circumstance.
Yeah, I mean, I think they definitely do have the same sort of general structure PSA does. Like the more valuable your card, I think the more you pay. But it's
not the same.
Yeah. But yeah, this card is cool, and the fact that we have pretty comfortable 4 borders on this is pretty exciting. So yeah, Mad City Brew I'm sorry, not Mad. Carlisle Root as a fellow Braves fan. If you win this card, please let us know. I would love to know.
It's a cool card because that Eddie Matthews was in the high number, and there's not very many of them made because they were dumped into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a cool card. I know there's a lot of people who can't ever find these. They just don't exist. Not as much.
This is one of the 50. I feel like you see when you go to shows, you see more 52 mantles and mazes.
Way more. And that could just be because people like owning those cards and showing them off. But
Mad City Brew also says the Bowman Chrome case is probably full of Star Trek cards. Man, I hope not. But it would be great to see. I think Destin for Caden has said, to Phil, I think she was saying, don't you think somewhere down the road we can get a bunch of, there will be influencers saying we opened up this box of Bowman Chrome that cost, whatever, $50,000 for a hobby box to see what's in there. Jeff Wilson style or, God, now what was the boxer? Paul something?
Paul Blart?
No.
Logan or Jake?
Logan Paul. There we go. Jake Paul. Yeah, one of those guys. Whoever opened up the case that turned out to not be a case.
Yeah, no. Well, now it's all going to be staged because people know about the CAT scanning stuff. So whether it is or not, people are going to think that. So it kind of takes away from any buildup, unfortunately. If
they get anything good, people will say, oh, it was just scam. This is publicity. And if they get anything bad, people will just laugh at them. It's not a good situation.
No, yeah, exactly. But it gets clicks and views if that's what people want. This
That's
Yamamoto is moving quite a bit.
There we go. Adam Gray's got he's spot on right now.
Yeah. His math is starting to math.
Yeah.
I said while Mad City Brew was in the comments, and I know Jeff is still on set shooting his TV show. I feel like we have to talk about the one Churio that's in this auction. I think this is the only Brewer card in the entire Fanatics Premier Auction. So what do we think about a Bowman Sterling Super 1/1? That's on card, right? I got to zoom in.
That's on card, yeah.
Got to be, right? It's too thick to be a sticker.
I'm surprised it's going for this much.
Man, kind of a cool design.
How do you feel about it, Chris?
I like Jackson Churio a lot. I like him as a player. He very much seems like sort of just a younger Acuna. Hopefully he's got better, more healthy days ahead of him. But
yeah,
I don't want to hurt him. So I don't have any of his cards. And I know if I do buy them, if Mad City Brew is still with us, he's more or less threatened my life on several occasions. Like I'm not even allowed to touch the Churio cards that Jeff gets. Not that Jeff would ever let me touch them, because even though he claims to be like a man of reason, he doesn't want me involved in Jackson Churio cards at all. But I think this card looks cool. It's not the super of him that I would want. If you were to rank his rookie 1/1s, this one's probably like around, I don't know, like 10, 11, 12, something in that neighborhood, right?
I would say lower.
A little lower, maybe?
I mean, what do we got? We have, how do we want to do this? He has 5 Dynasty, which I like better. That's 5 cards. But one set. He has Topps Chrome, which I like better. Topps Chrome
Auto. Yep.
So he has Topps Chrome Sapphire, Topps Chrome autographs, then the Dynasties. He has the rookie debut patch autograph, doesn't he? Or does he not have it?
He does.
That's a better card. Whatever sets even exist. Heritage is better, but I guess it's not a superfractor. His Heritage superfractor is arguably better, even though
it's a little tricky for him because he's in both Sapphire sets and both Topps Chrome sets. So you could argue he's got 4 supers there. Plus he's got image variations in both Topps Chrome sets.
Yep,
so
there's
2 more. And an SSP in Topps Chrome. There's another one.
I'd probably rather have a Finest superfractor autograph. I had to pick between Finest and Sterling.
You got to go with, You'd have to look at the finest, right?
Same with Bowman's Best, but they're all kind of in the same area. Bowman's Best. He has Cosmic. Does he have Cosmic set in 2024?
Probably.
So there's
Phil's our Cosmic guy. Phil, is he in Cosmic?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's another thing I got to consider.
Okay,
It's a
so
cool card,
lower.
but
Maybe in the 15 to 20 range of rookie super autos.
Yeah.
Not in dollar amount.
No. Where would you put this? Okay, so here's a question. Would you want a Dynasty out of 5 with a good auto and a good patch over this?
Good. The hard part, so you can do really good on one-of-ones because one-of-ones, all you have to do is find the right person to want to buy it from you, right? Like it's you can do really well. You set your own price. There's no comps besides what you paid a year and a half ago. You can do really good on one-of-ones.
Mm-hmm.
Dynasty people, there'll be, I don't know. If I was looking at the long run, I think this has more downside than a nice patch Dynasty at the price that this is going for.
All right. All right, cool.
Okay, I have a couple cards I want to ask you about. Is that okay?
Yep, good. I'll unshare. Go ahead. All you.
So, you guys want to guess what that Otani is sitting at now? The Gypsy Queen.
Thanks, Mad City Brew. Oh God, it was at 12.5 before.
Yep,
it must have bumped a little bit. I don't know, 13.5,
15.5.
Okay,
so it's basically going to be at 20K.
So it's on par with like a Stadium Club auto, essentially.
Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't make sense. Like, this is LeBron James rookie autograph. Decent rookie autograph, mind you, on card from SB Signature. What, like, this is what makes me think Otani might be a little overpriced for the non-big stuff.
Can we zoom in on this LeBron James? Can you make it bigger?
Yeah, I can make it bigger.
I mean, that's just an ugly card. Like, it's a stupid picture. Is
But
that
the
I'm not familiar with LeBron's autos. Is that like what his autos generally look like?
Yeah, that's his rookie autograph.
I think it's like the other ones, Chris.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. But my point is, like, that's actually a really good LeBron. It's really blue for this era.
Yeah, that one's good.
It's actually a really good card. It's just it's interesting design how they broke this design for his head though. I don't notice that right now. But my point is, like, it just feels like this price difference doesn't make sense. What do you guys think in the chat? LeBron PR is a nightmare. Does LeBron have as big of a market? I think LeBron has probably a bigger market, if I had to guess, just in the world. He's more famous than Otani is right now.
Yeah, but he's not going to win an MVP this year.
That's true. An interesting argument. Who's more famous, LeBron or Shohei Otani? That's actually really interesting.
If you asked a basketball collector that question, they would have laughed at you, Chris.
Google Analytics. Analytics. Do it, Scott.
I would also say that, like, LeBron James, I think, has no chance at retiring and being considered the greatest basketball player ever. Like, doesn't matter how many points he scores. Everyone will always say Michael Jordan's better.
But you got to put LeBron, not his last name, and then for Otani, just put Otani.
You want to go James and Shohei? I think that could work.
We'll do both. If they put out in the word James, we're going to see a lot more searches.
Right, of course.
So we're going to do the 2004 to present, and we're going to compare Shohei Otani.
All right, I'm just going to cherry.
No. Just put Otani, not Shohei.
Yeah, you got to go Otani.
Nobody knows how to spell Shohei.
Look at these all-time peaks. LeBron, but this is just United States.
Right. Yeah, you need to zoom in on like the last year, and it's close.
Yeah,
Otani overtook.
Yeah,
but Otani's peak is barely matching LeBron's weakest part of his whole career.
All right, but I want to identify how many of those are just LeBron flopping. YouTube search, though.
How many of these Otanis are Otani gambling?
Or that's fair. Or LeBron hair plugs. I mean, we could,
That's fair. I'm not like pushing for LeBron. I'm only saying this from a point of like this range of autos scares me right now.
Right.
Yeah. No, I do understand what you're saying.
Imagine if so a lot of like people find LeBron polarizing, right? Imagine if Ken Griffey Jr. had that sort of perception, the LeBron perception. How collected would Griffey be now? Like half as much? Would he be the Tim Duncan of baseball with prices? No, he wouldn't be that bad, but it's interesting to think about. Yeah. You know what I mean? So basically Otani isn't charismatic. He's not he doesn't have like the it factor with his personality, but he's like, well, I wouldn't call him an angelic human because people are going to say that he was, cheating and gambling on his own games and he's a degenerate. He let his interpreter take the fall, blah, 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 blah. But like, he seems like if your son was Shohei, would you be proud? I think I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah. I'd be pretty happy just so I could play with Decoy more often. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not that familiar with the basketball market, but I know Otani, there's a video of like Otani playing with his dog at Dodger Stadium on Instagram. It's got like millions of likes. I don't know. That's a fun, this would be a fun future Spitballin video. Otani versus LeBron. Oh, itchy.
And honestly, if my son was LeBron James, I think I'd be fine with that too.
You wouldn't. Yeah. Anyways, but
I think I'd say he turned out okay.
People are saying LeBron's unlikable. He's like, there's so much recency bias in our chat right now. No offense to our chat. I love you guys. A little bit of recency bias as well as we're baseball collectors. So we're going to say Otani's bigger, but like Otani's not bigger right now worldwide than LeBron. He just isn't, according to Google Analytics. Like as of right now, like in Japan, he's superstar.
It's okay because a lot of the world that knows him isn't buying his cards, and that probably won't change. Sometimes you have to bet on the trend. But yeah, this poses like serious short-term risk to Otani's prices. Whether they're sustainable or not, you could build up a pretty good thesis there. And then we haven't even talked about the supply of Otani.
There's so much
desirable cards versus LeBron.
So much, probably 10 times more autographs for Otani rookie cards.
Yeah, the autographs for sure, a lot more. Yeah.
So
all right, check the Bing searches though. Do they have that capability? Like let's see what else.
Okay. So I want to show you a basketball card. There's a couple I think that's worth talking about. Worth cross pollinating these sports.
No, I agree. I think that would be an interesting little like side video. We could each like kind of dig into it a little bit.
Here's an amazing card. Everything about this card I really like. So this is Platinum Medallion. I really think, Chris, you would like Platinum Medallions if we got into Platinum Medallions.
I agree. I think of the 90s cards, I think these look the best to me.
So the cool thing about
the 93 refractors.
So these are very Stadium Club-esque, especially the basketball cards. They do a very good job. But you can see like great image, him doing an iconic dunk, nice font, has a stadium shot, and really cool platinum color. This is a cool card out of 99.
That is a cool card. I just want to take a minute to chuckle at Mookie Chilson here, who says compare LeBron hair and Otani dog searches. If we really want to get down to it.
There's someone's asking about F1. I know nothing about F1.
Nope.
That's like I know less about F1 than soccer, unfortunately.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, we should know more about soccer. I think soccer is still the most popular sport worldwide. It makes sense for us to know something about it. World Cup next year. Anyway,
here's a cool card. I think this is Michael Jordan's first low numbered Topps Chrome card because I think this is the first year in 2001 the out of 50s existed. Unfortunately, it's in a Wizards uniform, but I still think it's a really rad card. Pretty cool image. How do you feel about this?
That's cool. I mean, it's interesting because he's in a Wizards jersey. I feel like that would be similar to like a Griffey card in a Reds jersey. Like,
I think it's cool, Griffey's card in a White Sox jersey. I think it's more durable, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Yeah, that's a good call. The White Sox,
because Griffey was there with the Reds almost maybe longer than the Mariners, like really, really close. But you can look real quick.
Jim Thome with one of the last 3 teams he played for.
Oh, tell me the last 3 teams he played for.
White Sox.
White Sox were one of them. Hold on.
He played with the Mariners from 19 to 30 and with the Reds from 31 to 38. So a little bit less, but not by a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, Twins Thome. Okay.
Yeah, he bounced around in some weird spots. John Mayer, basketball is just different than baseball. One player can't get a baseball team into the one player can't do it. Whereas in basketball, they certainly can. And a Mad City Brew with a pretty accurate
well, the sports are different too. Like if you can have so much more of an impact as a single player in basketball.
Same with football.
And that's why you get dragged if you don't win the finals and you're in it. And if you do win it, then you get like all of the sort of accolades and respect.
Yes.
Joe Flacco taking down the Patriots, similar in football. It's actually not the same, but the quarterback gets all the credit when they win.
Yeah, Eli Manning is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because of
he
beating
exactly.
Yeah.
Eli got a massive contract the year after they beat us in the Super Bowl, I think. And Joe Flacco, when he took us down in like the must have been the AFC conference championship game, he got a massive contract, got paid as like a franchise QB just for like basically playoff success, which in baseball, Mike Lowell got a big contract after he helped us win a World Series, but that was a big mistake. And usually players don't get that.
It's like Steven Strasburg, exact same big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
They paid him after the World Series. That didn't work. I like this comment. Oh, Chris, I want to go back.
I want to post this one. LKS. I like this idea a lot. I will definitely use it. Thank you for that idea. All right, Scott, go ahead.
Where did my comment go that I pinned?
Uh-oh.
Chris, you removed it. So this one, when this happens, it's going to be absolutely insane when Pokemon introduces serialized cards. It's going to be massive prices.
So I got outbid on the Jack Caglione and I'm out. I was probably the bid before this guy.
All right. Well, I'm sorry you're out, Phil.
Scott, you want it?
No. No part of that is what I want.
Well, wait.
You don't like Italians?
Not the name Phil.
Oh, Phil, we didn't. Phil, I totally forgot to check back with you. We need a review of that beer.
Oh, typical peanut butter stout. You know, it's, I don't know, like a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. It was the Night Shifts Teddy peanut butter. I mean, you're not going to find it anywhere but New England. So, and even at that, probably just Massachusetts, and even at that, probably north of Boston only. But
all right. So this bad boy is now sitting at 200K. So I want your opinions and the opinions of the chat.
Oof.
Would you rather have this card or shoot? Hold on. Where'd it go? I'm so technically unsound. Or these two are getting awfully close. And I feel like I'm carrying bag all day long.
All day.
Versus this plus 40K. Give me that carrying bag.
So you can make the argument this is a Dodgers rookie plus it's a Kanji real autograph dual auto. So you can talk yourself into this, but the other one's a real rookie and it's a better image and it's number 25 and it's more iconic set. I don't know.
Whichever one is less contrived, I'll go with, which is the carrying bag. Yes, I do love Treehouse beer. It is amazing.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I am. I'm just like, I remember I was talking to Jeff about it. It's so hard to know like what these cards are going to go for because stuff like this just doesn't come up. Like these just don't, they sell so irregularly. It's hard to guess. But man, I would not have pegged $240,000 for this card. I could have 8x my money in 2+ years.
You guys just like realize how much money is being spent on cards and it blows your mind a little bit?
Yes.
This is it's not a house for a lot of places in the country anymore, unfortunately, but it's half a house. Like,
yeah, at least
insane.
It's plus, a college education, right?
Real estate needs to go up or cars need to go down.
Yeah, Phil, your Bitcoin's going down.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Chris was
I'm excited. I want to buy
we is a strong word, Phil.
Yeah. We were saying like pretty soon you can sell your best Otani and get like 2 Bitcoins out of it.
Dude, are you bullish on Bitcoin in the long run, Phil?
I don't know. People are going to judge me if I say yes, but
no, they're not.
I don't know. I was just with some work colleagues and they were just bashing it in front of me. Now I feel kind of stupid.
I was bashing Bitcoin and it was $13,000. So
yeah. Well, we have to wait till everybody thinks it's a joke again and then buy it. So it usually takes the last 2 cycles. It took like roughly 12 months from top to hit the bottom. So maybe October 2026. A lot of people think this is the end of like the 4-year cycle. And I mean, in Bitcoin tends to often do crappy in like December, especially in Q4. So it looks like we're set up for potentially like the base case is that Bitcoin falls. I don't know if it falls like another 10,000, 20,000. I don't know. I don't think it's going to drop. Like the last two bear markets, it fell between like 70 to 85%. This time with a crypto heavy sort of government, Federal Reserve, and also institutional adoption, and also just like less volatility. Like the average daily move is like half of what it used to be 5 years ago. Like, yeah, maybe it drops to like 60 and Chris is gone. See, I don't think it falls like 70%. Maybe it's only a 40 to 50% drop, but I don't know. What do you guys in the chat think?
Can I ask about LeBron one more time?
Yeah, let's do it.
Chris left, so I'll steal the screen. This is a pretty big LeBron rookie autograph. Number to 23. But I guess I can't get over the price of what's going on with Otani's lesser cards. I struggle with it, I guess. This got me in trouble. I felt this way a long time ago, though, and I was wrong. So
Otani only goes up. That's how you know it's a bubble.
It's never gone down. So
if you've truly like talked yourself into, but he's different than everything else. He just goes up. Pokemon Wax is different than, the S&P 500 because it only goes up. Yeah, okay. We'll see. But the rip-in chips, there's just so much gets opened. Yeah, okay, at $20 a pack. We'll see.
I will say Otani does go down. Like when he hurt his elbow in 2021 and they announced that second surgery, or 2023.
I think we're talking since I think we've been talking since Otani's been Otani, which has been since he's been a Dodger. Like the Dodger bull run has not ended yet for good reason. 2 MVPs, 2 World Series. I mean, it's hard to have a better start, but what happens when he doesn't win MVP and doesn't win the World Series?
That's an excellent point.
I mean, that's
the weird thing about baseball is like if the Bulls don't win the Bulls lose in the finals, it's probably because like Jordan missed a shot. But the Dodgers won Game 7
thanks to Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas and Will Smith, and some amazing defense. And honestly, Otani had nothing to do with the last 3 innings of that game. But that's just how baseball is.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out some really funny comments that we got here. The battery says he's pretty confident that Ipe is bidding on these cards from his jail cell, which I thought was pretty funny. Adrian here says that part of the reason Otani's searches are below LeBron's are because people in Japan are searching in a different language, which that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
People search. Yeah.
I like that, and I agree with it because it backs up what I thought. So therefore, I appreciate the comment. Anyway, get rid of this.
So how would we correct for that? We need to find the kanji.
I got to figure out how to spell Otani. But like when I'm looking at other websites, like Japanese marketplaces, they have Otani spelled Otani. They do both the Japanese characters and the English characters for SEO purposes. Like, I don't know.
I don't either. All right, so the PSA 1010 has now up to 240. So this is nearing 300K with buyer's premium, right?
Yeah.
So at what point do you think we'll start to see a jump in the BGS?
It's pretty ridiculous, that gap.
You would think at least one bidder is going to abandon the PSA 10 and come over to this one and start working on this card. You would think.
Or the corners in the back really bad or something where it's not going to be a PSA 10.
I mean, you assume it's not going to be a PSA 10, but I mean, it's still a kanji auto. I mean, do we know how many? Phil and I were wondering about this. Do we know how many of these were signed in kanji?
They all were signed in kanji.
So how many are there? Are they numbered?
Oh, no, they're not numbered. Let's look at PSA reports real quick, shall we? Phil, I'll look up PSA. You look up BGS. Go. This is. Okay, I think it's 2019.
Yes, it's a 2019 Upper Deck Goodwin Champions. Okay. And Plumberman, there's a lot of this going around these days. Yeah, I gotta say. It must have damage done back. Yeah, it might. Okay, let's see. Anything else that we were looking at moving around?
I can't find it. PSA's pop report can be difficult to navigate sometimes.
It's some sets don't show up. Like on my computer, if I type in 2024 tops, it returns nothing. Like it won't. So I have to go on eBay, find a slab, use that cert notification to pull up that card, and then through that I can get the pop report. But it's kind of annoying sometimes. It really struggles to pull up Stadium Club sets as well.
You would
Although maybe
think
that's my fault for looking up Stadium Club. Yeah, Willsy, I gotta say that that Upper Deck Goodwin Champions card. It's not that photo doesn't do a lot for it. Oh wait, hold on. I missed a Cava Cards comment. We gotta go up here. Cava Cards, we did indeed discuss those two mirror golds, the Griffey and the Jeter. Those are special cards. I haven't looked at them in a few minutes, in a little bit actually. Maybe they've jumped. Let's take a look.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just do it.
Okay, perfect. Those are my favorite favors. Ooh.
I feel like I see this Otani Kanji quite a bit. But it says there's only 10 graded. That can't be right with PSA, can it?
It could be. And we're just seeing the same ones getting sold and resold.
This is I can't look this up on Beckett because they make you select a sport and it's not listed under baseball. This is a multi-sport set and Beckett sucks. So yeah.
Right. Here we go.
I'll find it here in a second.
Oh, I guess I could have done alt.
Well, there you go. Curator, we haven't talked about that. We might save that for a Spitballin video instead. We're trying to like. It's difficult to get us to focus on anything, but that's a great topic. What happened over at the Probstein?
All right, so this doesn't separate out the autos, but I show a PSA 10 pop of 7, PSA 9 pop of 11. I have 5 PSA 8s, 16 BGS 9.5s, and 16 BGS 9s. So does that?
I don't think that's pulling in the dual grade autos for PSA either, because there's a 10-10 pop of 5.
Well, it could be part of the 7, but maybe not.
I don't think so. If I had to guess, I would say no.
All right, so I found one that's a 9-10. No, it's right, I think. So 10 total, 7 total 10s, maybe. I think it's right, but it could also be wrong.
The beauty of the pop report.
I can't.
All right, let's see if I won that Judge Dynasty. I'm done bidding on it.
Did you put a final bid in?
I'm done. I'm tapped out.
All right. Oh,
so you lost it.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, we'll see if it bumps up again. Then maybe
I'm not letting you guys know what I see.
You shouldn't. I mean, there's got to be some sort of mystery here. Bleecker Street, good. Bleecker Street, we did actually talk about the Pablo Sanchez already. Surprisingly enough.
I thought it was a Pablo Lopez at first.
Oh, was it?
No, it's a Sanchez though.
Okay, hold on. What is the? All right, Curator, I'll get you that cert number in a second. Hold on. I just want to watch this thing count down. See what happens. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Should I sell my Mookie Betts Bowman Chrome Gold so I can afford this Otani Superfractor?
Yep. Otani, he's got a lot of room to ride. He's undervalued right now.
As I've argued that he's too expensive this whole episode.
I mean, like who would be who's the Mookie Betts comp in a different sport? Like is Mookie Betts the Tim Duncan of baseball? Like,
yes.
Just wins championships, puts up really good numbers, and no one gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's tough. Mookie has more personality than Tim Duncan. So he might be like doing interviews and stuff someday, which might help.
Tim Duncan also is like top 10 all time, maybe, isn't he? Something like that.
Yeah. He's like top 10.
Mookie's like a top 2000.
Yeah, Mookie's just like cool. Mookie is just really cool. Like he was making some pretty hardcore jokes at that the Players Gala.
I
what,
think
2 weeks ago?
I can't think of a good comp for Mookie because who's just a good all-around player? Kawhi Leonard, but Mookie actually plays. Kawhi doesn't anymore. SGA, but SGA scores a lot more than Mookie gets hits.
Yeah. You got to do like. So, which football player would he be?
Mookie is the Kobe.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I mean, there's the argument. People put Kobe in the top 10, kind of like out of nostalgia, more so than him deserving to be there. People put Mookie high based on, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Same
Which
hairline.
Kobe? Which Kobe? Kobe Beef?
Kobe Mayo. What was the other Kobe? Kobe White? Remember Kobe White back in the 2017-2018 Prism days?
I think
It was
so.
2020 Prism.
Oh, yeah. Kobe with a C.
Mookie Chilton points out that Tim Duncan can't bowl.
Tim
Can't play
Duncan was
shortstop.
amazing in those Gillette commercials back in the day.
Oh man.
I think that's when everybody realized, like, this guy, I would not want to have a beer with him.
Wait, what did you say, Phil?
He just seemed so like even keeled, I think, in the Gillette razor commercials, right? 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, 28 years ago, whenever it was. Yeah.
All right, curator, I'll pull this one back up. I'll zoom in if you want to get a look at the cert number there. Go ahead. Uncle Jorms? No. Neither of the three of us are older than 48.
I don't think Mookie's Charles Barkley. Mookie has 4 rings. It's the opposite of Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley has 0 rings.
Jason Kidd? No, Mookie's better than Kidd was.
No, plus Jason Kidd had some off-field issues that Mookie definitely does not have.
And he has 4 championships.
Yeah.
Also, Mookie has some hobby love. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Yeah. He's top 4-5 guy in baseball.
Well, he and Barkley each have 1 MVP. So there's,
He's that comp.
He's like 4th in baseball, tied with 10 other guys that haven't done anything yet.
I know, that's the sad part. I think if Mookie can bounce back next year, it'll be really good for him.
Yeah, Kate's got a great question here about that Tim Duncan commercial. Did they make a larger razor handle for him so it looked proportional? Because surely Tim Duncan and Scott should not be using the same size razor.
So there are 2 of the 1010s, according to the PSA Pop Report.
Okay. Interesting.
I thought there were 5 1010s.
It does say population 1 of 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5 1010s.
I mean, if we just click on that link.
Oh, Chris is smart.
Probably the easier thing to do. Just go ahead and hop over there. Yeah, PSA DNA population 5. That's interesting. So this shows. Wait, that's just to see. So yeah,
I see a 5, a 2, and a 7. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay, so here we go. It took us to the regular, the non-auto grade. So here's the auto graded. There's 1 6, 1 8, 2 5 9s, and 5 10s.
That's the 1 6. What was it? I'll do the math. What was it?
The total is this total is 18 graded.
That's with the dual. That's the dual grade.
That's a dual grade. They're 18 total graded with dual grades.
Okay.
And 9 total graded without the dual grade.
So we got 27 with PSA, and there's probably quite a few with BGS. Otani's era, they graded a lot of stuff with BGS still. Especially a card like this that's autograph centric. I like this comment. Mookie is A-Rod, but nice. And with personality. So
that's interesting.
But nice.
Yeah, but likable. And respected.
Yeah. Mookie is KD. I mean, Mookie won 2 World Series, not on a super team. It's hard. Okay, this card's higher than it was last time.
Yep. It's approaching kind of. Oh, go ahead, Scott. What?
No, it's still a little lower.
I was going to say.
Wasn't it 50? Was it 48 or 50 last time?
No, he means like last time we looked at it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It sold for 60 all in last time. Okay, I think this might be the best comp. Mookie is Dwayne Wade. I think he's maybe better than Dwayne Wade in baseball terms.
You're saying all this stuff, trying to pump his market before you sell that gold.
It's smart. I mean, that's
All right, and then it's up for the Otani. Who wants it?
Everybody already established that he is Tim Duncan. There's no demand. There never will be demand. All right, move on.
I'm just reading the chat. I see Klay Thompson.
We're
Otani.
like, oh, is he Kawhi Leonard? No, Mookie's way better. Is he this guy? No, way better than Kid.
He's Kurt Rambis. That's who he is.
Mookie is Klay Thompson. There you go. That's the second best one.
Klay Thompson.
Oh man,
Klay Thompson cards.
All right, so yeah, let's take a quick roundup here. The Super has hit 36K with buyer premium. If you want it, Scott, you and SFO better have a quick chat on Instagram or something.
No, I'm sorry, SFO. It's not worth it to me.
There are 3 of those BGS 10s, by the way, of the judge.
Wow.
That are numbered to 10. Crazy.
Is it the same card or different images?
I think it's the same card.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. I sent it a PSA. You'll be lucky to get an 8.
All right, I want to talk about Otani stuff again for a minute because that's just all I ever want to talk about. But like, okay, so this is up to $230,000.
Okay.
All right.
So another 46,000 tacked on in buyer's premium.
Of course. Here we got a blue PSA 10 at 130.
I'm surprised this one's not more. This has been sitting at 130 for a while. I'm surprised.
We have the BGS 9.5 blue is at 55.
Okay, so if this one sells for as much or less than the PSA 9, I think we're seeing the PSA 9 BGS 9.5 cross start to happen a little bit here.
Yeah.
Because, anyways, keep going.
But this is where I feel like we've talked about the pitching image really becoming less popular, but I mean, this is getting destroyed.
It's getting destroyed.
But I don't, the Atomic makes it cool.
It should do close to a blue, like all else equal.
Right?
It should be, the multiplier should come close to blue.
I know that blue's a min gem 9.5. This is a min 9.
Yeah.
Do you mean the like equivalent pitching blue, Phil, or the hitting blue?
Oh, it should be close to the pitching blue is what I mean. Yeah.
So you think the pitching blue and the pitching atomic should be basically the same value?
Close.
So
Atomic like 10 to 20% apart, max.
So you think those two have kind of cannibalized each other in that pitching market?
I don't know. Maybe
it's an extra parallel that hitting doesn't have.
I'd be surprised if there's no cannibalization tonight because it's,
as
I was telling Chris, 3 weeks after the World Series ended, this is like a dead period for baseball cards, usually modern baseball cards. And there's a lot of Otani stuff that's gone in recent auctions, and there's a lot tonight again. So, like at some point, what's this saying? Like rubber hits the road, something like that. It's probably the wrong metaphor, but at some point, the shoe's going to drop. Is that the right one?
That might be. The other shoe is going to drop.
It's going to be an effing pullback in Otani. Just when and how much is the question.
I don't think it's going to be on all cards, though, Phil. I think it's going to be on the really high rookie cards. Like, for example, that Superfractor Heritage, I think that type of card could withstand a pullback.
Yeah, but that's like, a unicorn.
It's a unique case, yeah. Mookie is James Worthy. I'm only saying it looks on my screen. I didn't pick this comment.
Yeah, I put that one up there. I thought that was interesting. And then it was
electronic auto is pretty. Yeah, that is a bad auto. That's a good point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
A lot of the pitching autos are really bad. That's actually one of their benefit for the hitting.
It's also tough to tell with the Atomic because there's so much design going on.
There's not really a shadow box like there is in other cards.
Yeah, that's a bad auto.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of like streak and fade down here.
Did somebody hit that with wax on the bottom? Because like that bottom, it might just be the glare of the light, guys.
It might.
Because you can see like it's actually like refracting right there a little bit where that autograph's at.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just such a cool thing. I mean, I don't know. It's a cool card. I mean, at that price, I mean, I guess you can't. I don't know. What would we rather? If that's all prices being what they were, would you rather have that for 34 or the blue, which is graded slightly higher? No,
I like this one a lot more.
Auto is way better. Yeah. It's not even
Yeah,
in the
a
same
lot of-
ballpark. So curative cardboard, what would you guys rather have? A PSA authentic with no grade, but a 10 auto versus a BGS 9 with a 10 auto? I think that's a legit question. I think last year you'd get laughed at by making that case, but now it's a legit question. And it even helps if it's an overgraded Beckett 10 auto, obviously. But yeah, BGS 9's ugly. Nobody likes the look of the silver Beckett label. You want the gold or the black.
If it was a true BGS 10, because BGS in the past was very lenient on the autograph grades. So if it was a true BGS 10 autograph, maybe I would go with BGS. Sure. But like that last one is a BGS 10 autograph, and we're all debating if it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may have looked better at time of grading, and then the owners in between left it outside for a day or two. Who knows? I mean,
that's one thing you can't like. It's objectively true that PSA is tougher on grading autos. Like,
Yes,
I know there's been some people that have talked about how it's a crapshoot, and if I showed you a bunch of scans, but like cropped out the slab, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. What's a 9 versus a 10 in any grading company? But like, no. If your eyes work, you can tell. Unless, and Scott talks about this a lot, it's been left out in the sun or under some sort of light, and then it fades. And sure,
with like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm gonna go grab myself a water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hydration is important.
Show some like other cards. We probably have.
Sorry.
Is there like a Bobby Witt? Is there?
I don't think there is.
I don't think there was.
There's a lot of Otani in the baseball cards here.
There is no Bobby Witt.
Next time we got to switch it up and show Golden and Alt too.
We should. Yeah, there's no Bobby Witt. There's no Freddie Freeman. I don't think there was any Mookie Betts since we just talked about Betts. I did not see any Mookie Betts. Nope. I don't think there was any Bryce Harper. Nope. What about? I don't even know if there's any Juan Soto. Nope. It's crazy, right? Nope. I'll tell you who there was though. There's one Cam Smith. I don't know what the Cam Smith market is. I really don't. I do like that. This looks like their City Connect jersey, which I think is cool. But I feel like this one snuck in. It snuck in the Premier, like the back door, Phil. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Brewers Kill asking if there's any Trout. That's, you know what? I don't know what it is.
If you're a Cam Smith guy, like you're going hard for this.
Yeah, I mean, this is his Sapphire 1/1 auto. I don't know how many cards of his are going to be better than this. Wow, there is not.
What do you think of the imagery here?
I like it. Like I said, I like it. I like the jersey there.
Yeah.
By the way, no Mike Trout, no Nolan Ryan. The Premier is usually pretty. They're pretty tight with what they are willing to accept. I think you have to prove that the card is valued over $10,000. So you got to come up with another sale that would prove it, or some sort of comp. And that's not that easy. Oh, here we go. There is, however, a Babe Ruth in here. It's got one of the more famous Babe Ruth cards out there. Doesn't look like an athlete in his prime, though, Phil, I have to say. Yeah, 805 agreed.
I would buy the I think it's like the 144. The one where it's like the full body.
Oh yeah,
it looks like he's standing on a pitching rubber.
Yes, yeah, kind of zoomed out a little bit. Yeah,
that would be a cool card to own.
Woogie did some quick math for us. There's if you count buyer's premium, there's well over $1.5 million in Shohei Otani cards in this auction right now. Matt's 9176. I am rocking a black Mark turtleneck. It is wet and cold here in Los Angeles, and I have acclimated to the warm weather, and I do not like it when I'm cold. Anyway.
Buttons is here and joining us.
Okay. Adam Richardson, we mentioned earlier, I think there's 300 cards in this auction. If one of them gets a bid during extended time, the whole auction resets. So they're all connected. to answer that question. Ha! SFO, your jelly is very soft and warm. She'd be a good scarf. Can't think of the word. What about? Hold on, let's pull that. I wonder if that Skeens logo man has moved at all. The one that Scott didn't like. All right, 55. What did his? It was his rookie debut patch that Dick's Sporting Goods bought for like $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Dick's is turned into quite the store, the retail presence.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of my friends were raving about it. I'm like, what? Like, you're talking about a brick and mortar store having a lot of stuff for sale, and it's like really fun to go in there, and they offer so much. Meanwhile, you go to Macy's and you can't even find like men's underwear anywhere because they don't even sell it there. It's just online. The sock section's completely picked over. Most retail stores in America have are struggling, but also their physical stores, they don't really pay much attention to them. But yeah, Dick's, I guess, is trying to turn that paradigm around.
Dick's is a good store, I have to say. They're not just a website that makes you question everything, like how they're able to get that domain name. But the store is good. I mean, they have a ton of stuff. They even have some sports stuff. They even have some cards in there. But I get all my underwear from Costco, Phil. I'm surprised you go to Macy's looking for. I mean, you're going to pay like $30 a pair in Macy's if you can find it.
Where do you get your underwear?
Costco.
Oh,
Give me a nice Kirkland multi-pack, and I'm good to go for at least a year.
I heard they have good scotch.
They
You're
have
probably more a bourbon guy.
Oh, the liquor
Cheaper.
section is impressive, and they're really good prices too.
Yeah. Yeah, I switched to bourbon too.
Oh, it's the way to go.
Chris, you're staying until the auction's over. Sorry, dude. Phil and I are going to be out, but you're up.
My neck will be warm all night. I can tell you guys that much.
So did you pick this card?
I did. I picked this card. Someone mentioned that there was a Piazza card, and I did not know there was. But yeah, so this is another one of those 90s that I hear you and Ty talk about a lot. So tell me, what's the significance of this card?
So this card's cool. Essentials credentials. I'll next time we're together, I'll bring my Larry Walker so you can look at it. It might make you feel like you like them more. They're a very unique card. It's a 3-layered card, and it has like the plastic. And it's kind of like the player's kind of 3D. It's pretty cool. But the way that these work, there's a now and a future. Depending on your position in the checklist, you would have more of one card and less of another. So we have this Essentials credential now. This is Mike Piazza. He's card number 15 on the checklist. So he has 15 of this card, the green, but the red future, he has whatever the number is to get to a total of 101. So like 80, 76, whatever that number is. So, but for someone like Larry Walker, he's like number 75 on the checklist. So he has a lot more of the green and less of the purple. Either way, long story short, lower numbered either direction is valuable. So this card being out of 15 is really, really rare. And that's like Piazza collectors could go crazy potentially.
Yeah, I imagine stuff like this doesn't come up very often then.
No. But like, so to give you an idea, I think it's either Alex Rodriguez or Barry Bonds is number 1 on the checklist. So they have a 1 of 1 in this set. And that card is never been seen, I don't believe. And it's a monster card. That would be like a record-breaking card. Hey, in my defense, it's very late. I've been up since 5 this morning, and it's now midnight. So
it's tough doing math like that. It seems simple, but when you're on the fly and like
242 people watching you,
yeah, it's ripe for a mistake. By the way, Mike Piazza. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I just say Will knows they're really good in hand. But
Mike Piazza was an absolute beast. He's one of I think 7 people now after Otani and Schwarber to get a ball out of Dodger Stadium. He also, if you guys have not seen it, I talk about it on Blabbin a lot, but his cameo in Baywatch is absolutely epic. It is like pure 90s nostalgia wonders. It's just incredible. He and Pamela Anderson save someone who's drowning in like 18 inches of water after he just starts taking dry hacks on the beach in full uniform with his bat. It's spectacular. Highly recommend a quick Google search. You guys will enjoy it.
I'll go watch the video on YouTube after.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yes.
Brady, that Tom Brady 101's at $550 plus buyer's premium.
Oh, the green one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's just working on his swing in the sand. Like, make it make sense. Stuff like that. Like when you watch a TV show from the 90s, you just wonder like what the writers were the writers, or were they just throwing shit together as whatever they come up with. They're like, well, Piazza's famous. He's out here. Let's put him on the show. What should he be doing? Well, he plays baseball, so let's just have him do that. It's great.
So I stole the screen from you.
No, go ahead.
Here's a random Luka logo man auto. This is what basketball logo man autographs do. This is why I like logo man autos in baseball. Like, this is the potential of these cards. This is just a random year.
But that's not his rookie.
No, his rookie was in 2017. This is a 2023.
Go ahead.
Just game used. That's the other call out.
Okay. In a given year, how many logo mans was Panini producing?
I wish Ty was here for that one. They make a lot, but not a lot of them are game used like this one is. They have a lot of player worn or not associated with anything stuff.
Wow. Is this a win for SSPs, or is it just a general win for anyone selling Otani tonight?
I don't think this correlates to all SSPs, if I'm being honest. I think it's just a unique circumstance.
Yeah.
2018.
I'm just trying.
This is a pretty good logo man sale for baseball right now.
Where are we? Here?
We're over 30K on this cheater with buyer's premium.
Man. He's got a good auto, I have to say. He's pretty consistent with it too.
I don't get how it says Derek Jeter though.
I don't either. Okay. Oh, Scott, I got to jump over. This card has taken a pretty big jump, I think, since we were last looking at it. Man, 67, and it's got more room to go, right? Like,
I feel like it does.
What did that last? The last PSA 9 was 70.
73.
73. So I mean, even with the buyer's premium, you're looking at what, 79, about 80,000. I mean, you got to think a card like this should be, if you wanted to do it, should be an easy cross to a PSA 9.
Oof. Easy cross to PSA is always kind of scary to say.
Yes, I've said it many times and I've been wrong. Almost as many.
What else do we got? That Otani Super Heritage is at 31.
Ooh.
Before
When you were thinking about this card, okay, let me pull this up. When you were thinking about bidding on this card, what were you in your mind like thinking it might go to?
Around here. It's kind of what I was thinking. But then I bought that Pujols logo man and that Trout gold, so I kind of had less funds. I was hoping I get it for all in like 32. And I'm not going to.
But it's not that far away from it. Like, if you wanted this card if you believe in superfractors and you were like, I believe, obviously you believed in the Griffey, you believe in this card at 32,000. I don't think you should stop believing in it at 37.
Well, the difference is I have to pay the difference. It's like I could believe in it, but like that gets into like some territory where I either have to sell another really big card that I feel good about, or I pull it from my savings and then I have a mad wife. So like,
right.
Sometimes you got to just say, yeah, I believe in it. It's kind of like how you felt with that other Otani carrying bag a couple years ago. You liked it and you believed in it, but you know, there's outside pressures you got to understand a little bit.
And I had no inkling whatsoever that card would sell for $200,000 more within like 30 months. Like, absolutely not. That was not a thought that I ever entered my mind.
Totally.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like if you know, I don't know, if you were able to float the payment for this until you could sell your Mookie, I think you stay in on it.
Would you sell the Mookie though for real? Basically,
yes. What's the growth potential on a Mookie Betts card? Let's have we can chat this out. What's Mookie have to do for that card to 2x?
But at some point, there's like the fandom, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Am I an investor? If I sell all my Mookie, people saying I'm an investor, all right.
It's what's going on in your head is exactly. I've had this conversation about for my Freeman stuff. I'm like, I could afford to buy this other card, but I'd have to like almost liquidate my Freeman collection. I'm like,
you love, yeah.
That's like, yeah, I love him, and I feel like that's my identity as of myself as is a Freeman collector. If they're all gone,
I also like my backup plan quite a bit. So
I look forward to hearing about it.
I think I've probably already spoken to you about it. I don't know if you'll like my backup plan.
Oh,
but
that might be better for it then.
I don't know, because I felt you and I both felt very good about that Griffey Superfractor, but then like Jeff did not like it at all, which kind of surprised me. So Superfractors are kind of I caught my mic. Sorry, it fell down. Superfractors are a scary thing in that way.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to duck out. It's been a long, near 3 hours. So
all right. It was good chatting with you tonight, Phil. Scott and I'll keep this going for a few more minutes. I don't know how long Buttons is going to let him go.
Yeah, Buttons is getting tired too. Buttons enjoy a little bit different personalities, Chris.
Button seems like is she happy? It's a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. Is she happy in her sweater? Does she like wearing stuff when it's chilly out?
Yeah, she's getting a little warm right now, though, when I'm holding her. I'll take it off.
Carlisle Road. Unfortunately, that card's long gone. A lot of the stuff, the Freemans that Jeff and I shared after the World Series last year, the prices got to the point where we felt like we had to sell some stuff. And I'm glad we did.
I sold that card to Chris, so I took a really big missed opportunity on it. That's what he's saying.
I wasn't going to focus on that. It's just timing is a weird thing. You never know what's going to happen. You know.
I said, Chris, I'll only sell this to you if you promise to keep it in your collection forever. Sure thing. 6 months later, gone.
Yeah, gone. M. Parsons is very happy to see Buttons.
Hey.
It's like the third different username she's used since she joined the chat. But most of them were to make fun of me, but I'm glad she's happy to see Buttons.
Yeah, Buttons, you can tell it's past her bedtime right now. She's out.
No, Mad City Bruce says if you get that gutter fixed, you have a pass.
I should go show you what the gutter looks like right now. You'd be very disappointed in me.
I wouldn't be disappointed in you. You think I'm embarrassed at myself and my inability to fix things and do stuff like that. It's my dad and I actually got into a big argument about this. It's a separate side where he claimed he could build anything and he was embarrassed I didn't know how to. And I'm like, Dad, that's like the coach of a team complaining about how bad the players are. Like you should have taught me how to do this, A, and B, you can't build a damn thing. He was like a bunch of bourbons deep, and I think he just forgot who he was, and he thought he was like Holmes on Holmes or Bob Vila or something. But anyway, neither here nor there. But I was like, you're the one person who can't complain that I don't know how to do stuff.
Did he have to go uphill both ways to school as well?
Oh, for sure. He didn't have a pair of shoes till he was 14, Scott. Robbie Slabs, neither of us have any cards in this auction this time. Phil was bidding on something. I don't know how that ended. I think he plays his cards pretty close to the vest there, so I don't know if we're gonna find out.
Yeah, Phil's a lot more private than all of us when it comes to his transactions. I'm very open. Phil's not very open, which is fine. Everybody has their own feelings on it.
I mean, it is. I mean, I can't fault anyone for Sometimes I think Jeff and I are idiots for telling people what we're looking for and what we like to buy.
It's hurt you guys with the SSPs for sure.
Well, it's hurt us in a sense. It's made more SSPs harder to get.
Yeah.
But I think it has also brought more out. Like we see them more, possibly because we talk about them so much.
That's true. All right, SFO Sox fan, make me an offer on my Mookie.
Yeah, get in the private Discord messages. Here we go.
This is starting to feel like a whatnot stream.
Oh, J.E. Urseth, can you imagine? People did that, and they're watching some of these sales.
Oh, like this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a guy I play softball with was doing a rip with a friend of his. They each bought a box of 2009 Bowman Draft or whatever Trout was in. And his friend pulled a red auto. And he sold it for $1,000 the next day and bought like a couple more boxes of the product and just ripped it and turned it into nothing.
Mm.
And that, I mean, we know what we know when we know it. And sometimes it's pretty rough. Yeah, curator, I got to keep track. I got to stay on top of this. I can only be mocked by so many people. That's not true. I can be mocked by thousands of people.
So that judge Phil was looking at hasn't moved. There's a chance for Phil.
There's a chance that was him bidding on. I don't know. I'm not even going to show it again because I'm afraid. Oh, this card has moved again, though.
Which one?
Oh, I forgot to share it. This one.
$250,000.
I wanted to look up. I'm going to grab market movers for a minute. I don't think this card has publicly sold. I want to say it's been like 3 years.
So that's
Probably
200.
that one I didn't buy.
This is 320 grand right now.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that's crazy. Shit. Oh, that's the wrong message. I want to click on this one. It's doing good. I actually was looking at it literally today. Believe it or not, I had it in a stack of cards and I was sorting them. So I put it into my Billy Butler collection today, and it looks awesome. So thank you again for that. He delivered me. Were you there when I got that Billy Butler card at the National?
At the National?
Yeah.
I was probably there. Physically there, at least.
It was the only one I could find, the whole National, and it was gifted to me. So thank you for that.
Variation auto. I don't think market movers can even find a sale.
What are you looking for?
Okay. Well, that's amazing how quickly I can be shown to be wrong. I mean, that's obviously fake, but
Are you looking for the auto of this card?
yeah. No way. No way. I refuse to believe that one's real. This can't be real.
What are you looking for, Chris? What are you looking
Hold
for?
on. I'm gonna come over. There's no way that this is a real sale, right? Yeah, it's got to be fake. They've got a seller with zero feedback, and apparently a PSA 10 of this sold for 10K. I'm not buying that. I don't think that's real.
I don't think that's real. The last sale, according to my market movers, was a PSA 1010 for $67,000 in December of last year.
Oh, interesting. I'm seeing a PSA 10 for 57 on March 2nd.
What did you type in as your thing? I typed in Otani carrying.
Oh, I typed in just Otani variation auto.
See, that's the issue, is we can't even find consistent comps.
Yeah. I find variation to be the most generic way to search for these cards. Almost every seller is going to use it. So let's say that's the last one. 57,000 on March 7th for a PSA 10. Jeez. So if that means a PSA 10 of this, could a PSA 10 be approaching $300,000?
This one's already $320,000.
Okay, so yes. I forgot about the buyer's premium there for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm guessing PSA, you're looking at 450 right now. I don't know. It's nuts. I mean, compared to the blue that we're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, this is better. That's the question I was asking Phil. I mean, I asked Phil, what would you rather have, this or an orange? Both, same grade.
I think I'd rather have the orange.
That's what Phil said as well.
The image is still the image.
Wait just a minute. Wilsey, you bought that card?
Wow, Wilsey.
Seriously? You got to send us a picture of that on Instagram, please. Like, you really... Wow. A zero seller. That was a real sale. He just gave that card away.
Hey, Will, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you double what you paid.
Yeah. Oh, I'll triple it right now. Let me just check with the wife for a second.
I have that ready to go for you, Will. Send me a PM on Discord.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Actually, someone just mentioned a different Otani. There was like a... by this Skeens just bounced a little bit, jumped up a little bit.
Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put buttons on the bed. I'll be right back.
All right. Poor Buttons going to bed. I guess it is pretty late on the East Coast. All right, there was yeah, in terms of like inexpensive Otanis that are in this auction, there really aren't very many. But yeah, here we go. We have an update. Flagship black with a pretty impressive surface subgrade on there. 9 on corners, 8.5 on edges. I guess that seems about normal. But yeah, suddenly a flagship black. It feels like a pretty affordable Shohei Otani card. I know this is his second most desirable flagship black, but still. Wilsey, I got to take this comment down because it's breaking my head. Oh, you're okay. All right. I'm very easily messed with, especially when I'm a couple Jim Beams in. Uncle Jones would rather have an orange. Okay. Huh. Pics in the PayPal receipt. Chris Hayes, I hear you. 31 less. I appreciate it. I am not Jeff. I'm Chris. Jeff is the handsomer, more more chiseled jaw actor version of us. We are fairly interchangeable otherwise, though.
Jeff's famous. Chris
right.
is not.
Yeah. Yeah, these do pop really nicely. Like this one looks good. I mean, both of them look good. The white with the black, the white jersey with the black, and the red jersey with the black. These look good. I don't know where this card should be, but I feel like pretty nice Otani parallel here for about 5K total. Yeah, SFO, I am also surprised that more underbidder money hasn't people. I mean, there's just so many good options. Probably it goes through all the autos before it gets to this. Like, if you have to choose, Scott, between the Gypsy Queen auto or this flagship black.
See, I'd probably take the flagship black. The Gypsy Queen auto feels like it could pull back. I don't think this card would. Like,
yeah.
I think as like a buy, this one makes more sense. Even like there's Otanis that I think still are good buys right now.
Jay Urset, that's perfect. Yes. One of us is Dalton basement. The other one is just in his basement. Yes, that's an excellent analogy. That's really funny. All right, battery, the Carlisle Rue with another option. Yep. Yep. You're
a lot better at, I guess you do this every Thursday, don't you?
We do.
You do really good about looking at the chat. I forget, so forgive me, chat, if you said something to me.
Yeah, Willsey, this is also correct. A lot of people that Jeff and I play softball with would generally say that Jeff is just a slightly better version of me. But I like that. I like that I'm the unfiltered version of Jeff. I like that one better.
We had to make a rule in Spitballin that Chris couldn't swear.
So it's tough.
Some slip out sometimes.
If you're wondering what all those edits are in our Spitball video,
all the hard edits is either it's Phil or Chris.
Yeah. Ay. All right.
I don't know. Sometimes Ty can get pretty passionate and fiery.
He does. He really does.
He named himself Raptor after all.
It's funny what a typo can do. How a typo can create like a temporary nickname and stuff. All right.
I feel like all my temporary typo nicknames aren't very nice. Yeah. Raptor's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, Curator. Thanks for joining us for a while. Been fun to have you in the chat. I tell you, we try to pump these, but one of the two of us just refuses to advertise on his Instagram story. So I don't know. I do the best I can.
I do need to do better. I'm bad about promoting. Not a good marketer.
Chris Hayes, yes. We do not edit out the Patreon videos tend to be they have been more R-rated. I shouldn't say they always are, but they sometimes are.
If there's ever an edit in Patreon, it's because one of us said something wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong enough where we want to delete it. Like the wrong player's name and you go on a tangent that makes no sense. So it's like it's like for the flow, not for the unfiltered thoughts. It's for your benefit if we edit a Patreon.
It's certainly not because one of us said something slightly inappropriate. There's a couple other comments here I thought were pretty funny. Kane's Lance, Jeff is indeed in the Star Wars universe, and Spartan Domer. Yeah, I mean, look, if we were doing Baldwin Brothers, man, I hate to think that I would be Steven, but I think you're probably right. I'd like to be William at least, but maybe Daniel. I don't know. None of them are great.
Full nudity in the Patreon. I don't wear my hat in the Patreon. All of us are bald in that one. And Chris, he's wearing a toupee right now. You guys would never guess it, but he's bald too. Also, this is funny because I did a video today. I don't know if you saw my video.
Nope.
But in that video, I used market movers and it gave me all of the wrong numbers. So I had to go back in and redo everything. And then I put it in the comments. But every comment's like, you did the math wrong. You did the math wrong. Like, I know. It was Ty's fault.
All right, here's a legitimate question from, oh boy, I'm trying to read this. I got Jim Beam in my eyeballs here. Ren Matendo 7793. I think that's close enough. How much do you see a base Otani Bowman Chrome PSA 10 in 8 years when he retires or when that Dodger contract is over?
Is that a question for me or for you first?
Yeah, it's a question for you.
So here's my thoughts. The Griffey Super, the Griffey Upper Deck. My mind's on one place. That card is iconic enough where it's doing very well right now. So you have to have the same assumption that that card is going to be equally iconic to the Griffey in order to maintain, because it has a very similar pop to it. But there's significantly, exponentially more alternatives for the Bowman Chrome Otani, where there's really not for the Griffey. You have some stuff like the Tiffany Topps card and all those things, but it's one of those cards where I think it could grow. It depends on how big Otani gets. If he wins 2 more World Series and 3 more MVPs, I think it could absolutely go up from where it's at now. But I think things need to go right for it to have long-term holding power above where it's at. It could follow the Mike Trout path, where it goes up and as Otani ages and inevitably has his Pujols, Griffey, Trout bad couple years, it drops a little bit. Who knows?
I think it's there's a lot of really interesting stuff. I would say that, hold on. Yes, that the Otani does have more options, more other options, like other sets, other rookie cards. But the Griffey has so many more. No, still sitting at 240. Yeah, I don't think those have moved. Yeah. But the Griffey just has more cards. Like the rest of the Griffey pop is absurd. It's the most graded sports card of all time. And I wonder if you start adding like all the Bowman Chrome Otanis, plus, all the Topps Otanis, all the Topps update Otanis, can we get close to the total graded pop of the Griffey? Like I know there's not you're right about the PSA 10 pops though. They are so close. They're very comparable. That's the iconic Griffey rookie. This is the iconic Otani rookie. I think more. You're good.
No, you think more what? Finish your statement. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I think it's all the other Otanis that are more at risk. Like that we saw this big jump for like the flagship base card, the flagship update base card, the rookie debut base card, even like the Topps Chrome, the base card, the Topps Chrome update base card. I think all of those are where the drop is going to be, where people will get. I have more faith in that Bowman Chrome card.
I think the Series 2 and the Topps Chrome is doing pretty well. It's really ticked up. This card is showing right now still, I think, could be at risk. I mean, this exact black parallel right now, I think is actually a pretty good price. To be honest with you, if you bought this, I wouldn't think you were crazy at the price it's at. But there's just better alternatives. Because what do you have with the Griffey? You have the 89 Tiffany, and then you have an 89. Is there a Don Russ rookie?
Yes,
I don't know.
There's Don Russ the rookies. There's 4 updates. There's Topps update. There's Fleer.
But one thing you don't have with the Griffey that you have with the Otani is autograph variations and inserts and parallels and all these things. I think could just put an artificial ceiling on it that will never be broken. But that's like the bigger concept around modern cards in general, more than the Otani in particular.
Yeah, no, I mean you're right, and I think the Griffey 1010s, those have kind of exploded. Like the aftermarket autos that get the duel, those have really blown up, which I kind of get. But yeah, definitely. If you're, I don't know. It's probably, it should be less because you also figure in 8 to 10 years, there'll be more graded copies, right? Like more of the BGS are going to get cracked out.
Yes.
People will, whether we think they're crazy or not, people will open some of those boxes.
Man, I don't know how much longer I can go, Chris.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this has been a fun ride. It has been, I've been doing this. I've been going for almost 3 hours.
3 hours.
And only 1 bathroom break, which is great. By the way, M. Parsons, if you're watching, I need some paper towels. But otherwise, like I think this has been kind of fun. I wish Jelly made an appearance, but it's raining outside, and I don't want her to get wet.
Oh. Have you enjoyed Jelly? Was that a good decision?
Yes, Jelly has been a fantastic decision. Yeah, of course. I mean, we knew for us it was a little crazy. We haven't raised a puppy in 20 years. We got our first dog like in 2004. We had her she lived to be about 12, and then we inherited our last dog from a friend who passed away. She was already like 6, I think. So we hadn't raised a puppy in a long time, and we sort of forgot the craziness. But it's fun craziness as well as incredibly frustrating craziness.
It is fun craziness. You look back at it, and you have all the videos and all the memories, and it makes it worth it. But in the moment, it's like, just let me lay down. Like, I really don't want to play with you.
Yeah, can I just get 10 minutes?
The biggest jerk in the world. You're like, my dog wants to spend time with me. All they want, and I won't even do it.
Oh, are you surprised to see this card now comfortably the buyer is going to pay comfortably over $200,000.
I never would have guessed that, Chris.
I wouldn't either.
Just when you think you know sports cards, something like this happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is oh man, JE, the fact that you noticed that upsets me because I saw it when I came in, but I was late and I was like, I don't have time. I don't have time to go over there and like level all that stuff out because that usually drives me completely insane. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the Kingsman posters is way off. So I'm it's comforting actually to know that there are other OCD sufferers out there.
Hey, I'm going to change the subject real quick.
Please.
This card crossed 40K. Crazy. 40K. Yeah. But we saw the Luca. I mean, I don't think it's, I think there's opportunity in Logo Man, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, see, another reason I'm still going, Scott, is because of the puppy. Like, this is time off for me. This is time I'm not tugging or
the moment you're done, you have to go back inside.
Yeah, or I'm not getting bit. Or I'm not sprinting down the street trying to get her like I had to the other day.
Oh, that makes me so mad.
I wasn't even mad. I was legit terrified. But anyway,
cars.
Yes.
Okay, I have nightmares about it.
Yeah. All right. One final look at a card I could have had. By the way, Will said he was messing with us. He didn't actually buy.
Oh, good, Will. Like, I was happy for you, but I was also really mad.
Yeah.
I only would have been happy for you. I promise.
80% happy for Will, 20% screaming into a pillow.
Will. Will has some great cards in his PC.
Ah, man.
If you don't follow Will on Instagram, go follow Will. He has some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's one thing I've really enjoyed about YouTube is the memory of the people that we have in our chats that like to watch our show, we interact with. Like, over a year ago, I talked about how I accidentally put a Mookie Betts card I love in my pocket in my pants, and it went into the washing machine.
What?
And Mad City Brew will not let me live it down. Oh, that's really funny.
What card did you put in the washing machine?
Oh, now I have to relive the pain. Let me see if I can grab a picture of it really quick. It's honestly it's a top 5 Mookie Betts card for me, like in cards of Mookie that I love. I did like a top 5 images for him and it was on that list. I love this card. It's the only time I've ever had what I would call like a legitimate chance to buy it.
And you washed it.
And I brought it out here to take a picture and I was like on the phone and then my wife was like, hey, I'm doing a load of laundry. I was like, oh, my pants are filthy. And I just.
Oh, so you put them in the laundry, not your wife.
Yeah, it was 100% me. Yeah, no,
good.
She did.
I was about to say I don't want her to feel bad about that.
No. She found it before it went into the dryer, so she probably saved it.
Yeah, this is called Chris's card care. A lot different than Kurt's.
Yeah,
he was cleaning his cards and didn't quite understand the concept.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we can clean these. This is gonna be great. Oops a daisy. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can just see if there's one. This is it. Obviously, this is not. My copy is no longer a PSA 10.
Was it a PSA 10?
No, it was just it was raw. But it was penny sleeve, top loader, team bag, so it wasn't like soaked.
Oh no!
When it came out, but like just all the edges were wet. So I mean, it's in a one touch and it looks fine. But I love this card, and I didn't even realize a friend of mine actually sold this PSA 10. And I'm like, why didn't you message me? And he was like, oh, that's right, that's the card you ruined. Like,
he probably didn't want you to ruin this one. You probably have like 3 of them, and you just keep destroying them one by one. So that way people know they're rare.
Oh, man, they're pretty rare, but this card is awesome. I was hoping he'd get something similar with the Dodgers, but so far, not yet.
Hard part is Mookie was the focus of that team. He's not the focus. He was actually the focus of the 2020 Dodgers. So 2 World Championship teams, but Otani's been the focus. I think that's hard for Mookie's card market.
I don't know what this means, Jonathan Gordon. So Scott and I will have to Google how insulted he should be.
Yeah, is this guy good looking or I see drag there, so I don't think it's a great start.
Yeah. But yeah, that was brutal. I hate like that. I consider those rally times like an SSP. And 2019 has some of the best ones in opening day. So that I felt like I was just a really terrible, just an embarrassing thing for me. All right, one last look at this Paul Skeens, and then we maybe call it a night. Yeah, that Topps Black is not moving. Whew. Oh boy, Scott, you said you didn't think, and well, someone else.
$240,000.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty cool looking card, I have to say.
We dropped below 200. We're getting boring, Chris.
Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, people.
Wait, let's hit exactly 3 hours. We're 15 seconds away.
Okay.
Might as well get there at least.
All right.
Maybe we do. I want to go look one more sweep through all of these and see if anything stands out on the baseball.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I will do the same. I think it's interesting that this is not moving. Like the PSA 1010 has climbed. We saw it climbed all the way to 240, but the BGS 95, I don't think this has gotten a bid in an hour.
Yeah, it might not go for as much as we think.
Yeah, it just people are just like, no. PSA 10 or bust. All right, anything? Ooh. All right, the blue 95 is at 70. So that's now at 84. So that's a pretty decent jump over the PSA 9.
There's a PSA 9 on alt ending next Thursday. So I'm interested to see what that goes for. But if that BGS 95 is at 84, that means that PSA 10 is at, what is that, 156? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets a bump here soon.
Yeah.
That Super Fractor hasn't moved. Should I throw one last bid on it and see if I win it?
I mean, listen, I am nothing else if not an enabler of other people's addictions and financial troubles. So I'm going to say, yes, I think you throw one more bid on that. And if that card costs you your Mookie Betts, then I think you live with it. Because you have other Mookie Betts cards.
I only have like 2 good ones now. I have the Bowman Gold and I have the Super. I love that Super, but I like Supers. Yeah. So
there you go. So you're basically, you'll have 2 Supers if only, I mean, one Mookie Super and then one Otani Super. I think that's a trade-off worth making.
Decisions.
Yeah. You got time. You don't have to make the decision in the next 45 seconds. I'm sure there's something else already getting bids.
What is it? Just stay at 1 minute the rest of the night?
Yeah. I don't think it goes lower than a minute.
How do people do this?
If you want a card, you just sit there and just keep.
I bet this is extremely nerve-wracking for some people when they're selling. I'm sure it was for you.
For me, honestly, Willie says I shouldn't do you dirty like that. I'm giving him honest advice. Like I would sell that Mookie if it meant I could buy that card. Sammy, I'm going to guarantee you there's no way. The owner of that card for sure has tried. There's
multiple times probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Kane's Lance. Yeah, shoot me a message. We'll work something out. Oh, my goodness. What was I just going to say?
This quote. Do you know this? Do you watch Arrested Development? Are you a Arrested Development fan?
Yes. Yeah, we watched the first 5. The new the new season Netflix made, I really didn't like, but all the original seasons I liked a lot.
I won't start the new season. I heard it's not good. I don't want to ruin it, but we watched this episode this week, so I'm glad that got mentioned.
Oh, there you go. Oh, what was that?
Sorry, you can hear that?
Yeah, I heard it's
a work email at midnight.
Oh,
someone booked a meeting with me.
Well, they're gonna regret that.
Dolores Pounds. What are the odds that's a real person?
Yeah, we're about to get into a spitball and edit right here. If I
that's the name.
All right. Is anything else gone moving here? I do see this gold just about to cross 50K again before Buyer's Premium.
So that's it. That's at 60, right? That's right where it was before.
Yes, that is almost exactly where it was before. It closed at 60 all in last time. So it's one bid away from doing that again.
That Kanji, according to SFO Sox fan, is at 220 plus another Buyer's Premium, but it's up more.
It got bid again. Yeah, it sure did. 220. Man. And that's just out of man, that was just in a definitive. It's insane to think you could open up a pack of 2024 Topps Definitive and pull a card that you could sell for $200,000.
The crazy thing is, I don't think the person who pulled this had any idea that it had this much potential in it. Like, they were probably really excited, like, wow, that's cool. But they had no idea it was $500,000, well, $250,000 card.
No, probably not. And hopefully it's the original puller, if you will, selling the card and not someone who.
Well, what's the stickers that? Oh, is that a Topps Redemption sticker?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. A judge hasn't moved either. Good luck, Phil.
Okay. All right, let's look at this together real fast.
Yeah. This jumped up nicely. The Sterling Continuity Orange.
What's it at?
Oh, I thought I had shared it. Whoops. Oh, I didn't realize you were on the
I was
stage.
going to show this video. Look how nice that shines.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, are you trying to sell someone else on it, or are you trying to sell yourself?
Absolutely trying to sell myself on it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get that. All right, get that off the stage.
You and I were chatting about this. I was debating on buying one of these at one point. We both agreed I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Looks like that was a mistake.
Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Shelly the Turtle in the chat reminded me that I suggested he not buy one of these either. So, but I mean, I feel like if any Otani you could have bought 6 months ago, you should have. Not necessarily just this or any other card I told you not to buy. But yeah, I've looked at the atomic of this and I've looked at some autos of this, and like in hindsight, yeah, I should have bought every Otani I saw.
That's the problem. Is, I mean, dropping 30 grand into Otani at one point pays out handsomely, regardless of what you bought, basically, right now. So,
yeah, but it's still, at the time, it's still $30,000, and that's a lot of money. That's money that will, interrupt your life, most likely. And if another gambling scandal hits, I mean, that's how your wife's going to be pissed.
Dude, can you imagine? What percent do you think odds Otani actually gambled?
None. I once the FBI cleared him, he was completely innocent as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think I'm less than 5%, less than 2%, maybe
like
1%.
I get the MLB investigation should not be trusted, just like the NBA investigation should not be trusted, which was immediately then overruled by the FBI. But I just don't think the FBI has no motivation, or that I should say, without getting too into it, the FBI then would have no motivation to lie and pretend and cover anything up. Like, there's nothing in it for them.
So while you were talking, I bid on that Otani. I'm outbid, so I'm done now. It's over 40K. Okay,
but you feel good. You made that effort.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you. I think that was the right move. Win or lose, that was the right move.
Thanks, Chris. And for those watching, I don't have that much money, I promise. I just have a random moment in time where I sold an Otani to buy something that I didn't win. So now it's just like a weird situation. I got to figure out where I want to put that.
Right. I don't think it's weird. It's fun. I mean, it's not often,
I just wanted to come off though, like I have all this money when I don't,
Yeah. But, no. Yeah. Don't think Scott is sitting on a pile of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck.
I wish.
He made a move to go after a card, and someone wanted it more. So he's trying to find a plan B.
Here's a question. You guys ever wondered this? You ever thought about just like using that money to like go on a fun trip, surprise your wife, be like a little hero? Like, how fun
I like a fun trip, but do I have to take my wife on the trip?
Oh, I hope she's not watching still, Chris.
Come on.
Would you take Jeff?
Her attention span. No spouse could sit through more than 10, 15 minutes.
Wait, so if you're on a trip without your wife, who'd you take, Jeff? Or are you just going by yourself?
Oh, man. Both are fun options. Jeff is tough. I mean, to go anywhere because he is extremely busy.
And he has kids.
And he's got kids. That's a tough sell. Like, honey, I'm going to Vegas with Chris for 5 days. Take care of the kids. Like, that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. No, I would obviously know. She and I would definitely go somewhere. Or there's life stuff. Yeah, I mean, you sell a baseball card for a certain amount of money, and it can definitely change your life. You can get new gutters, a new roof, new bathroom, all sorts of things.
New gutters. So actually, after this is finished, I told you what I did, right? To fix that situation. That's all right. I'm not going to get new gutters. I'm going to stop.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mad City Brew. I'm able to weed through all the typos in there to understand what you're getting at. Yes. Well, long story short, yeah. Yeah, like Nike says, just do it. Oh,
All right.
hopefully not.
Thank you.
Me and
Thank you.
Acuna on a trip, that'd be fun.
Thank you all for being here. Chris can stay as long as he wants.
No, I got to get some food in me. Okay, let's leave this up there. Yeah. Very cool card. I'm sorry it won't be yours, Scott.
It's all right. No problem. One thing I've learned that's hard to accept, there's always another card.
Oof. Yeah, it is hard to accept though, isn't it?
It is. All right. Peace
Yeah,
out.
it really is.
Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being here for 3 hours. For those that stayed the whole time.
Yeah, cheers. We got a Spitballin video coming out on Sunday. And if
we
you're
were waiting
interested,
to publish it because I wanted to try to buy that card first before I talked about it. And then
I also want to say a couple of things right as we end. One, we have a Spitball on Patreon with access to a Discord. The Discord has been really, really fun. So we encourage you guys, if you're interested in just chatting with us more, please join. It's $10. You get an extra video every week, and you get access to the Discord. And secondly, Jeff and I over on Blabbin' About Slabbin', we are doing a charity raffle next Wednesday. All the money we get, we will donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It's $10 per raffle ticket. We're giving away some really great prizes: a wax box, a hobby box, a Stadium Club Chrome 2020, a 2024 Update Mega, and then people have actually been really cool in donating other prizes to us, including a Burbank Sports Cards gift card with $100 on it. So stuff like that. Please check out our channel. Check me out on Instagram and shoot us a donation, buy a raffle ticket, and who knows? Someone's got to win.
wouldn't be
It could be you.
Okay, one last thing before we go.
Yeah.
I know we already had that great outro, but I'm gonna ruin it. Yamamoto. Want to guess what his logo patch auto? I mean, his Dynasty logo man RPA is at currently?
No, I don't know. 100 was at 120, right? So I'm going to say 160.
145 before premium.
All right. Yeah,
So
we'll leave you with this Yamamoto, the red Bowman Chrome auto, which has landed almost exactly where some mathematicians expected it to. So there we go. Yeah, surgery for the puppy, always a good option. All right.
Hey, does Jeff know about this card? Does Jeff like Christian Yelich? Or just kind of?
Yeah. What Christian Yelich card?
I don't know if he knows about this. I don't know if he cares, but rookie superfractor. I don't know if that's of interest. Sitting at $3,300.
He wasn't particularly excited about other superfractors. So, what site is that? Is that alt?
There's
so many auction sites.
It's a Kyle Tucker. Here's a Mad Bun. That's a cool card.
All right, get off this. We have it.
All right, peace out.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.